Hey everybody, welcome back to another night of My Life Has Destiny podcast where I am one of your hosts, Coco Clinton, and Quint is with us tonight, y'all.
Hey.
And y'all see that she's gonna become a reoccurring face. So
Yes.
we have my wonderful friend Latanya Harris Gooden down here on the bottom. We call her
Yes, yes, yes.
LHG.
LSG.
It sounds like an R&B group, don't it? But
It might be. It might be.
Hey.
Whoa, whoa, can you
Right.
All right now.
LSG was the group before Levert died, so you know.
Mhm.
But y'all know how we do. We want to thank y'all for coming on and supporting us and being here with us tonight. We are excited to be on tonight because we're talking about living a restored life. Hey Simone.
Yes. Hey, Simone.
So we're talking about living a restored life tonight, right? And
Yes.
when you gotta go into details and definitions, and we're gonna give you some scriptures and some we're gonna come with all of it so y'all
Yes.
can have the whole backbone of what we're talking about. But I'm gonna let Clint take the lead on this one tonight because this was her baby tonight.
Yes.
Um, so that you guys can hear from her and let her drop some nuggets to y'all since y'all haven't seen her up here in quite a while.
Mm, mm,
Um,
mm.
and then we're gonna go from there. Y'all know how we do. We are very unscripted and we go with the flow. We let God be God because trust me, it's a lot to talk about tonight.
Yes,
All
yes.
right, when it comes down to this topic. So I'm gonna be sipping my tea as she talks to y'all, doing what she do, and then we gonna let Latanya do what she do. She can only be with us just so long tonight, y'all.
Hey,
Uh,
y'all. I'm excited. My brother just chimed in. Hey, Robbie.
hello.
Listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all a little bit about my brother. Okay. That's the one that, that will you respect you respect so much that he just gets you straight with his look. That's that brother. Like he don't gotta say much. That's that brother. I love my brother. Like love my brother. But um, for us to be talking about this topic, living a restored life, it dropped in my spirit because a lot of times people will say you're broken because you're going through something. Just because you're going through something, it does not mean that you are broken. One of my favorite scriptures comes from Second Corinthians, and it says, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weakness, so that Christ's power may rest on me." Now, if I'm going through something and I'm turning it over to God, I'm already restored. Listen, sometimes we go through for our motivation. We go through because people, look, those people that are coming up against us, being a distraction to us, those are our motivation that keep us on our knees. Those are our motivation that makes us stronger. Those are our motivation that says, hey, because you told me I can't, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to
Yeah.
get on my knees and I'm going to be all that God said that I am because you said I can't. Listen, from little kids, me and my brother, that boy right there pushed me. If I didn't have it, he had it. Okay? He made sure I had it. That's the type of push you need in your corner.
Yes.
Coco, we've been friends for over a year. That's my sister for real. Okay? That's the type of people you need in your corner. You don't need a yes corner. You don't need an amen corner. You need somebody to say when you're wrong, somebody to have your back and not ask questions and still have your back and then tell you when you're wrong. You need look, you need them type of people in your corner. And sometimes God will. And we had this conversation earlier. Sometimes God changes your support system. And I
Ooh.
love it. I love the fact that he changed your support system, because some people are made your assignment for a season. You support them, and when you need support, he just let them fall off. You don't got to carry the dead weight. You don't got to carry nothing that's draining you. You don't have to carry nothing that don't mean you no good. You don't have to carry nothing that's always, oh, I got this going on. Oh, woe is me. Oh, this and no. I don't need you to know everything that I'm going through. How about if you saying you my prayer warrior, if you saying you my friend, you truly praying for me, and God is allowing you to call me to say, hey, I'm just checking on you. You dropped in my spirit. I'm just going to say a prayer for you. You don't need to know everything that I'm going through. Or you don't need to be telling me, oh, girl, if it was me, I'll leave that sorry man. Why? Because you waiting in the corner so you can sleep with him.
Come on.
Let's just be real. Let's
my.
keep it real on tonight, okay? Yes, I'm living a restored life. In my circle, I thank God for it, has changed. Yes, tiny. It's tiny. I could count on one hand. One hand. Don't say you in my corner and you don't know nothing about me. Don't say you my friend or you support me and I don't never hear from you. My friends, they don't stay friends, they become sisters. They become brothers. They 20-year long. I don't have to talk to them every day. And the Lord will speak to them concerning me and they'll pick up the phone and say, don't you do that. Don't you do that. Listen, I ain't had to tell them nothing, but because they pray for me. Yes, we're talking about living a restored life because my season has changed and now my assignment is me.
Woo, that part.
I can invest in me and not feel guilty taking care of me. Not feel guilty when I don't call you because you was a leech trying to drain the blood out of me. Not feel guilty when you don't pick up my phone calls wondering what I did wrong because I know that I know that I know I was in your corner. Listen, I'm living a restored life and I'm moving in silence. Why do I move in silence? Because everybody is not for me. It might be tight, but it's right. Some people say they praying for you and they pray on you. Some people don't want to see you succeed. Some people want to see your downfall. They like the crab in the barrel mentality. They pulling you down while they trying to come up. They're not trying to push you and we go up together. No, they your friend as long as you in the struggle. Why? Because they can identify with your hurt. They can identify with your pain, but they can't identify when the Lord start elevating you.
Yes.
So now it's time to fall off. Now it's time to let go. Now you better than me. No, you think I'm better than you. I never said I was better than you. I said, girl, I'm in your corner and I got your back. I said, boy, let me push you to that next level. I said, let me pray for you so that you can be that entrepreneur, so that you can start your own business. So that, how can I be of assistance to you? Oh, you don't want my help? It's okay. It's okay. I'm still going to pray for you and wish you the best. I don't ever look. My second husband, when I left him, I said, I wish you well. I'm not mad at you. I pray the best for you. I pray you be better for the next woman so you don't hurt her.
That part.
So you don't hurt her. Why? Because I don't want to see nobody struggle. I don't want to see anybody hurting. I don't want to see anybody, listen, going through what I've been through. So if I can tell you how to come up, if I can tell you how to live a restored life, if I can let you know that God is made strong in your weakness, regardless of your circumstance, you don't have to be a byproduct of your circumstance. While you're going through, you can still keep a smile on your face and still be at peace. peace, and still trust and know that God is with you, that He's working in the midst. Look, He's working in the background on your behalf. He's opening doors that no man can close while you're living that restored life. He's opening doors for you. He said your gifts will make room for you. He said you have not because you ask not. Some of us is too prideful to ask for what we need. That's why we don't have it. I was going through something recently. I picked up the phone. I said, bro, yo, you got to do it or da 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 da. He said, I'm about to go out of town, but if you need me, call me and I'll make it happen. Okay. Your gifts make room for you. I don't care what your gift is. Do you know what it is? I put something on Twitter today, and I said, I'm walking in my purpose. Do you know what your purpose is? Do you understand your purpose? Are you walking in your purpose? This is not the season for you to not know who you are. This is not the season for you to not realize that you're valuable, that you're worth it, that you can do it. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You just got to believe it.
Yes.
Do you believe it? Do you know what you're capable of? If Christ is resting in you and He has all power in His hands, you're His masterpiece. You're an heir of Him. He's your Father. Why are you walking around like you don't have it? Speak it into existence. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Speak those things that be not as though they were. And trust that He's going to make it happen. Y'all jump in anytime.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I resonate with so much of what you said, Minister Quint, because in this season of restoration, which I believe is one layer of the healing process, because I think we're gonna probably touch on several RE words tonight. Restoration is one level, because for many of us, our pain has been relentless. Yes. It has been incessant. It has been back-to-back funerals. It has been back-to-back blows. It has been mental anguish. It has been mental turmoil. So because what we have found ourselves in has been so relentless, this healing and restoration is going to be multi-level, multi-tiered, multifaceted, because it's got to touch a multitude of areas that we've been dealing with. So when you talk about restoration, let me liken it to what I do for a living. I'm working insurance. Mm-hmm. So when you have a vehicle, and God forbid anybody has had an accident, and that accident deemed your car a total, okay? Your insurance policy is only designed to restore you based upon what you paid into it. Mm-hmm. So the restoration policy and the process requires you to put some stuff in it. That's if you are covered fully, guess what? Don't call my company asking for a check. You chose to only get no fault. So while I'm sorry that your car is wrecked, while I sympathize with you, you didn't pay for full coverage. That's so right. No, I'm not about to cash you out and get you ready for the new car dealer. What I can do is only restore you based upon what you put into this. So if you didn't buy full coverage, if you didn't put your faith in, if you didn't put the work in, then don't expect a huge return. It's not designed. You gotta
say that.
Insurance is not designed to make you rich. It's designed to give you what you pay.
Yes.
If you ask for a cheap premium, guess what's going to happen when you have an accident?
You ask for liability. You got it.
What your $10.85 got you was a napkin. So you are out of pocket to get your car fixed or get a new car. Now, if you chose to buy full coverage.
Yes.
If you chose to buy a car rental policy. If you chose to buy gap insurance.
Yes.
Oh, Let me help you because you paid into this policy enough for me to at least get you back to the dealer to get you in a car like you had before.
That's right.
You had a 2021 Dodge Durango. You paid me to put you back in a 2021 Dodge Durango.
Right.
That's what insurance is. Restoration makes you whole. Restoration puts you back where you were before you had to slip up, the mix up, and all. That's what restoration does. Now, when you finally got restored, now I'm gonna add another layer to this. Now that you're restored, you back driving, but now you said, I think I want to trade this puppy in. Now you're going into a refresh and a renewal and a revival.
Yes.
Because you got restored, you back even killed. But now you're asking God to take me to another level.
Another level.
Different kind of setup, honey. You prayed to get your light bill paid. So God paid $180.72 and got your light bill paid. Now you say, well, God, where's the rest? You didn't ask me for nothing else.
You didn't ask for the overflow.
Nothing else for you. Now, if you had said, I want my light bill, gas bill, I want every bill paid according to your riches and glory by Christ Jesus, and I won't be able to pay somebody else's light bill. Different prayer, different faith.
Yes. Yes.
Whole different mindset. So now that you're restored, you back up, you got yourself dusted off. You took yesterday's and you just washed it away and you're ready to get back in the game. Now, Lord, and for some people, getting out of the bed is restoration.
Right. It's restoration.
For some people, not jumping off the bridge.
That's
not turning their car in front of the moving truck is restoration.
Yes.
For some people, just saying that I decided not to hurt myself is restoration. Yes. So everybody's restorative journey is not the same.
That's right.
It's just like a hair loss. I got alopecia. So I can't call my hairstylist and say, I want to be Beyonce. She's going to say, well, boo, without edges, let's restore your hair first. Let's get the follicles active. Before we put all these weaves and bundles and extensions and have you looking like Milli Vanilli, let's work on just getting the growth back. Let's get you back where you can see some little naps sprouting out.
Yes.
Then come back, let's wash you, relax you, condition you, whatever we got to do to you. Then come back again and let's do a process, a restorative process. And as you start to see the growth, take some pictures and put your before up and your after up, and you can see the growth. Yes. I don't want to start adding chemicals and weaves to you yet because you ain't strong enough. It will literally kill the new growth. I don't want to stunt what God is doing in your head, baby. So can we just give you a protective style first?
Yes.
Put a little wiglet on, a little muppet, and that you can just put on and take off. And then as God is restoring your natural hair, you can see what you can do. But the restoration process has steps. And you got to realize that wherever you are, whether in the renewal, the revival, the refresher, the scenes are changing and the characters are changing. If a person only connected to you at pain points,
come on now,
attitude with you when you grow, they weren't meant to be with you during the restoration process.
Yes.
Come on here.
Say that.
Cool when we was crying about not having a man, not having no money, not having a job. Oh, we was bosom buddies. But the moment I get married, the moment I get a job, the moment I start losing a pound or two off my right foot, now you acting like I'm not even your girl no more.
Right.
Now I gotta question your real motive from jump. So now I gotta find me some real divine connections that are in this for me to really grow and are not intimidated, jealous. As a matter of fact, they screaming louder than me. Go, Quint, get every master's degree, get every CP, RGN, go, girl. Go, Prophetess Fenton, do whatever else you're gonna be doing with your hands, your crafts, and the relationships that you have with those divine connections. You don't have to always agree.
That's right.
No, because it's a truth. It's a real, authentic truth. If I see you going a route that is going to be your demise, my love for you. Yes. My genuine love for you to stay restored is going to say, Minister Quint, you just got free from that. Don't go over there.
Don't go.
That's it.
Because
That's it.
it requires maintenance. You gotta maintain that thing.
Yes.
That's it.
You gotta cultivate your healing. You may not be able to go where everybody else is going in the restorative period.
That's right.
You may have to say, you know what, thank you for the invite, but I'm just gonna decline this time. But God bless you.
God bless
And
you.
may his light shine upon your endeavors.
Yes.
But where I am right now, I ain't ready for that yet. I'm not, my spirit ain't saying, oh, do that. I God bless you. I'll even cash app you, girl. But I'm not gonna be able to show up because I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna send my little seed. But where I am in the restorative process, where God has me, I have to be ever so careful. And Minister Quint, when you said about self-care, our own temple, our own mindset is a part of the restorative process. If you're asking God to heal you from the turmoil, don't go around the people who triggered the turmoil.
That's right.
Don't go back into the rooms where that was your pain point.
That's right.
Because now you got to keep coming to the altar every single Sunday because you keep running backwards Monday through Saturday.
That's it.
Restoration takes cultivation, nurturing, change your scenery. You may not be able to go to the same places, have the same job, run with the same groups, be on the same Facebook groups, have the same friends, because in this place where I'm at, we just don't fit no more. And we don't have to have a knockdown drag out.
That's right.
You serve the purpose in my life in the season that you were assigned to.
That's it.
I still love you with the love of the Lord and all the disciples.
And some people pull that part out of you. That's the sad part. They want you to choke them up and hem them up against the wall. And you gotta bind yourself up. Like, I really be like, Quintus, just go sit down somewhere. Don't just walk on over there. You really gotta catch yourself, because if you don't, you're gonna catch a case. I got too much to lose in this season.
That's it.
Exactly.
Allowing you to bring me back.
That's it.
Yes. You might
not have nothing to lose.
You gotta covet that. You gotta covet your restoration, and you gotta guard it, because really, if you take me backwards, I'm losing more time, and I don't have time. I don't have the answers, the mental capacity, or the patience to go backwards 10 years when God has restored me from molestation, restored me from family issues, restored me from racial curses. I don't have the time or the gas money to go to places I'm not welcome and I don't need to be. Gas costs too much. My stress costs too much. So I have to accept the fact that I'm changing.
Look, my peace costs too much.
The station is different.
Yes, and you can't distract my peace. You will not.
No, you will not.
It costs too much.
So you have to evaluate your circle. The people who were in your circle during that one period, they may or may not transfer over. They may or may not transfer into the new realm because they may not fit there. Now, some will rattle that until we, hear the trumpet sound. And those are the ones you got to hold on to. The ones that are going from scene to scene to scene to scene to the very destination. They arrive with you. They've seen the blood, the sweat, the tears, the prayers that have gotten you where you are. And they celebrate with you because they were on the floor with you when you were going through it. And now they're standing right by you when you accept your awards, get your degrees, and all the accolades. But they were in the room where I didn't have nothing.
Yes.
They see me at my most vulnerable point when I didn't even understand what was happening in my own world.
That part.
They travailed with me.
Yes.
I got into it with them because I couldn't stand what they were saying. But we love each other and we just start talking again. Well, I only want what's best for you, sis.
Yes.
That's it.
You can be mad for 24 hours, but call me tomorrow at 7:25 p.m.
Look, call me in an hour. Nah, you can't even wait 24 hours. Call me in an hour. You can be mad. You can be mad.
Go get you a water and come out of your fickle feelings.
Right.
And realize that I'm in this thing for the long haul.
Yes.
Restoration is something you got to guard like a soldier.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot allow just anyone and anything to have access to the restorative part that God is changing you, molding you, rearranging you. It is very limited access. When you go, boop, Everybody can go in that room.
That's right.
Somebody gonna get somebody gonna get a good night because this room is classified.
Yes.
There's some work going on in this room that if you ain't in the right spirit, you can't come in here.
You can't come in here.
You can't come in here. This is a personal journey, and I need people in my circle that are willing to have the crucial, uncomfortable conversations that we can just get through the mess that people trying to start and get back on track to what God is doing in our lives. I don't have time to be distracted, and I don't want anybody in my circle falling prey to other people's mess. That's going to show me who was real.
Yeah.
That's going to show me.
Ooh, Jesus.
That's going to separate the wheat from the tare.
Yes. Yes.
And I still love everybody. I love you with the love of the Lord. But there's a small remnant of people, a small select few that's going in this room locking arms with me. It's a personal journey. I've been through a lot, and we all have a story. And when God is restoring us, we take it personal. And it's not even about being right. I've learned that sometimes just to protect my peace, you can have it.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm
not going to argue. I'm not going to tussle, and ain't no turbulence required. You got it, boo. I'm going to take the righteous route.
Look, sis, there's a lot of times where no response is the best response.
None.
Yes.
I know me, and I know the old pre-restoration me. And I don't even want that girl to, I don't even want to call her number. I don't even want that person to even be involved in this. And I know the triggers and what you're saying to me usually get her to pop off. You know, and so I'm gonna just say, you know what? God bless you. Thank you. I acknowledge your opinion because you're entitled to it. But I know what's going on between me and the Lord because we talk. He's working in my life because some places I just can't go.
Yes.
Some people I just can't talk to, and they can even be my family.
That's right.
My people I have rolled with, but I can't. I can't right now.
No.
It hurts to a point, but I have radically accepted the fact that in order for me to move forward, I got to leave some things and some people behind.
Yes. Yes.
You have to radically accept that you can't change them, but you can change you, and you can choose to move forward and leave them in the dust.
That's right.
Unapologetically and guilt-free.
Unapologetically. Yes.
So this restoration piece is layered. The power of the R-E. Restore, revive, renew, refresh, reignite, remove me from places.
Yes.
Replace
me.
The power
I'm gonna send you the link, Coach.
I was getting ready to say that.
The power of the honey.
Yes. Yes.
It's a whole lot of layers in this because life has beat some of us up to a pulp.
Yes.
I'm talking about preachers, lay people.
Yes.
They're this close from saying, I'm out.
That's right.
That's close. Right. So for some people, just getting up and opening up their eyes and getting out of the bed and deciding to live is a part of their restoration. Don't judge them.
And listen, that is so true because there are so many, especially young people right now, that are attempting to take their life.
Woo.
Why? Because they're crying for attention. Nobody wants to hear them. This is part of their restoration period.
Yes.
So if I attempt, you have to hear me because I took it past talking. Now I took it to a whole nother level to the point where there's nothing that you could do about it. Other people have to step in. I need you to hear me now.
Woo. Right
this
now.
Is a part of my restoration period. God is restoring me now.
But you got people that don't understand the restoration movement.
Exactly.
When you in a restoration period, right? And I gotta go there because it's just there. When you in a restoration period, it's part of your waiting room experience.
Yes,
that's right.
Because in the waiting room, you wait for results.
Yes,
right.
Good.
So now, when you being restored, that's a result.
Ooh.
That's a result of sacrifices, of losses, of gains,
Mm-hmm.
of things that you decided to get yourself out of your own way
That's
Whew.
right.
to allow God to be who He's supposed to be.
But that
You
waiting,
can't get results until you move something.
right? And that
Whether
waiting
it
room
be
experience is the hardest
right,
part.
right.
Yeah.
Whether you move
Yeah.
something in or you take something out.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get results until you do one of the two.
That's right.
And in order to do that, you got to shift things around. So
Yes,
the question is, when you shifting something, are you making the right move?
that
Ooh.
part. That part.
Because a
Ooh.
lot of times you think that when you shifted, you made the right move and you didn't.
Right.
It's just like playing the chess game. If you know how to play chess,
Mm-hmm.
you mess around and make the right move, wrong move.
Mm-hmm.
mm, You know, you can't do that, and that's how life is played. When you make all the wrong moves,
We can
now
collab on that,
you.
Coach V.
I got it, coach. You ain't got to keep telling me. I got it. I understand. It's coming. Trust me, it's coming. But
Mm-mm-mm.
it's just like you when you make the wrong moves, you have to deal with those decisions,
That's right.
Yes.
and that's any decision that you make.
But
The
look at
problem is we don't like to deal with the consequences of our decisions,
that's
Yeah.
right.
whether good or bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you make the right move, you still got consequences
Right.
behind that. But those consequences put you in the gain point and you profit from it.
That's
Yeah.
Whether
right.
it just be you profit spiritually or
Mm-hmm.
physically or
Mm-hmm.
financially, you still
Right.
made the right move and you got a gain.
That's right.
The Bible says to live is Christ and to die is gain.
Yes.
That's what it says. But the
Mm-hmm.
problem is we got a problem with dying to self.
That's right.
Yes.
So
That's
how
right.
are we supposed to gain what we're supposed to get? But we can't die to self in
We
order to
don't.
get that far.
That part.
Will we ever gain what we're really supposed to gain because we refuse to die
Mm,
to self?
mm, 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 mm.
My
You're
Lord.
supposed to search yourself daily.
Yes.
Daily.
Daily. Not just today, not just a couple hours, daily.
Mm, mm, mm.
In and out every day. But the problem is instead of searching yourself, you too busy spilling somebody else's life.
That's right.
Ooh.
This is a season of mind your business.
Ooh, Jesus.
Come
Because
on.
at the end of the day, you ain't got enough. You are my too busy minding somebody else's business. So I know your business ain't straight.
That's right.
Come on.
That's
Come on.
right.
Come
It's
Look,
a
on.
season of mind your business.
I said last year I got 6 months to tend to my business and 6 months to leave yours alone. So that's 12 months for me to take care of me
I
because
like
I
that.
don't
But
got
it's a
time to
look,
be messing around with you.
it's a season of you minding your business. My thing is, I hate it when people come to me and ask me how somebody else is.
Hmm.
I dislike it. One,
Hmm.
because I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
So now what I have started doing, don't ask me, can you pick up the phone and call her?
Hmm.
And that's what I need you to do.
That's it.
Pick up the phone and call her. Let her tell you how she doing.
Hmm.
Do not ask me.
Do not.
Because
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm not gonna lie to you and I ain't gonna lie for her. So what I need you to do is just X me out the equation and
That's
call her.
it. That's it.
Yes.
Okay? But this is where we are. This is the thing. And I gotta go here. Because a lot of people are trapped in this situation scenario too.
Mhm.
First of all, you have different seasons in your life, just like we got seasons in the year.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Your season for something that God gave you 4 years ago, the season is gone.
That's right.
Over.
It's gone. It's over. You are in a new dispensation. You are now in a new season.
Hmm.
Stop trying to do what you should have done 4 years ago in this dispensation. It's not going to
Woo.
work.
Woo. Come on.
You messing up what's meant for this season because you still trying to bring the old
That's
that
right.
you never did.
Hmm.
Okay, you were disobedient back then. You didn't do what he said. Okay, get over it.
Yes.
But in this season, you have to be obedient. How you gonna be obedient when you still working on what you were disobedient for
That
4 years
part.
ago?
You can't change it.
Done.
Get yourself
Done.
out of where you stuck at.
Yes. Get
This is the problem. Again, because you are still stuck in the old season, you are still in your own way.
That's right.
You can never move forward.
Ooh.
And I gotta give you the harsh truth. You will never see restoration because you won't allow yourself to be restored.
That part.
Instead of wanting to be healed, made whole, delivered, and set free, which is all movements of being restored. Instead of that, it's still, oh, woe is me.
Wow.
Made whole, delivered, and set free. It's still, oh, woe is me. You gotta get out of the oh, woe is me and say, set me free.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
You gotta change the words.
Yes. Come on, change
what you're doing.
Come on, Chef.
That part
instead of moving forward and say, set me free, I need to be delivered. I need this. I crave and I yearn restoration.
Right now.
Instead of that, you're saying, oh, I guess I'm going to just deal with this for the rest of my life.
Wow.
This is just how things are, and this is just how it's going to be. Do you hear the words that you used upon yourself?
Come on.
Change your vocabulary concerning yourself.
Yes.
Once you change your vocabulary concerning yourself, you can then change your vocabulary concerning other people.
Yes.
Until then, you don't need to be praying for nobody.
Come on. Truth be told.
At all.
It's one of those situations where you got the good side, and then you got the side that you got to set in order.
Yes.
In order to set things in order, you have to make decisions that you don't want to make.
That's right.
Ma'am.
You have to walk away from some things.
That's
you
right.
have to let go of some people, places, and things.
That's right.
You have, for the people that's grieving, I get it. I get it. But if you are still grieving after 30 years, you need help.
Yes.
Get help.
You need help.
That's right.
Because if you can't let go after 30 years and you can't move on, knowing that the person that has left you and gone on to be with the Lord, hopefully, would want to see you succeed, there is a problem.
Yes, definitely.
You keep telling yourself, I can't see myself without them. And that's the reason why you haven't moved forward.
Exactly.
Because you're speaking that on yourself. I miss my parents all the time, but I know what they would have wanted for me. My mama just wanted to see me in ministry. She never got the opportunity to see it because I did not get ordained until after she died. My father just wanted to see me be everything that I could be. He got the opportunity to see the start. But he is not around for the finish.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, what I have to tell myself is I know where y'all wanted me to be, and I'm about to make it happen, Captain.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the way I look at it. I'm not going to look at, oh, I want to go be with you. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, because it ain't that time.
That part.
Well, when that time comes, I'll be glad to look upon your face again. But until then, I got work to do.
That's it.
And how can you do your work if you
jacked up?
You can't.
Don't you understand that what you got in you, you give out?
Ooh.
Understand what I just said. I need somebody to catch that. What you have in you, you give out.
That's right.
If my spirit is jacked up, the way I think is jacked up.
That's right.
But I'm pouring into you. I just poured that into you.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
And now you got to go to somebody else to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that is not right.
At all. And the sad part about that is some people do that on purpose.
Ooh, sabotage.
Some people will put that nasty, jacked up, know it all, arrogant spirit and just pour all that pain and hurt and frustration and depression into the next person.
Wow.
Look, I tell y'all all the time, and this is a part of restoration. Stop running after the next best prophet. Stop
Ooh,
running
That's it.
after the next best pastor. Stop running after the next best apostle. Oh, I got to make it to this revival. I got to listen, get in your word. Go to God for yourself. God will send you what you need. Stop
yeah.
chasing it because you don't know what they're carrying. And a lot of this leadership has a bad habit of say, everything in me, I pour into you. That's all the pain, the hurt, the repression, the molestation, the frustration, whatever they're feeling just went into you. And you wondering why I wasn't feeling like this before. Why I don't
Wow.
want to get up out this bed? Why am I seeing stuff in the dark that's not there? Why am I running into this corner? Because you running after these people that's laying hands on you and they putting all this mess into you. And now you wondering why you got this spirit of torment upon you. You got
Wow.
this spirit of depression. You about to jump off this bridge. Listen, spirits is real.
All the
Yes.
way.
It's so
All the
real.
way. And I gotta say this, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm sorry. Tonight is raw and real night. Got
Bring
it?
it on.
Okay. So I have to say this to y'all. Stop taking assignments knowing that you're not fully equipped to go handle it.
That's right.
Mm.
That's right.
Because you take an assignment because you wanted to take it, not because you was led,
Mhm.
not because the Lord sent you.
That's
And when
right.
you do that, you go out unequipped because he did not equip you to go.
Right.
And then when you get there, you don't have the power to deal with what's in the room
Who Jesus?
Mm.
because you weren't supposed to be there in the first place.
Mhm. Jesus.
You take it on stuff that's not meant for you.
And when the assignment is over, it's over.
And I have said this multiple times before. Latanya touched on it tonight up here. Quint has said it a couple times. Couple people that we've had in and off of shows. Stop trying to make seasonal people lifelong.
Yes.
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes.
Everybody is not meant to go where you're going.
That
It's
part.
just like when you're in school. You don't have the same teacher for 12 years.
Right.
Yes.
You have a teacher for every grade.
That's right.
You don't have the same teacher 12 years straight.
Mhm.
That means you are encountering somebody new all the time.
That's right.
And when that happens, you have people that come into your life just for a season.
Mhm.
And that's what they are there for. Whether they are there to teach you something
Mhm.
or whether they there for you to look at them and know what not to do.
Mhm.
All of that. It's a seasonal transaction.
That's right.
It is not lifelong.
That's right.
And the same thing that some of these leaders can stand behind the pulpit and come tell you, you
Mhm.
could get it from God Himself if you pick the word up and read it.
Ooh.
Just like He's talking to them, He will talk to you if you
Yes.
take the wax out your ears and listen.
Mhm.
But you got to get in a quiet, still place to listen. If
Mhm.
you constantly moving with the hustle and bustle, how are you hearing?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
When
And
do you take the time to slow down?
some
Yes.
people don't even know where their place of that intimate time with God is
Well,
Wow.
that's sad.
because some people have like a lot of times my shower time or my bath time, I'm talking to God because I know He gonna speak. It's something about the water. He gonna speak back to me so clear, First thing in the morning when I'm up and I'm praying and I'm in the shower and he's speaking so clear. It's how I'm starting my day. I can't start my day without talking to him.
Yes.
He has to guide me. The ministry that goes on in a hospital, the demonic spirits that's in a hospital, listen, he has to guide me. It's draining. It's draining. You think you just talking to somebody? I had a conversation with somebody the other day. I don't know this woman from Adam. And she said she worked there. She having chest pain. And I'm like, baby, let me tell you something. She said, I just think it's stress. I said, stress is a silent killer. I said, let me tell you what stress did to me. And I gave her my testimony. She said, I'm going to get checked before I leave this hospital today. You just lost your fiance. I said, you just lost your fiance. Your kids is saying, Mom, we can't lose you too. So where your kids gonna go if something happened to you? If you drop down because you having this chest pain that you don't want to listen to nobody about.
Hold on, Quint. Before you finish, Latanya, do you have anything else you need to say before you go?
Okay.
I think, sisters, you all got it covered. This resonated with me because on my journey of being restored and healed from things that I've dealt with even as a child, those things stay with you if you don't properly process them and you're not fully restored. So
Right.
sometimes you're being restored from things that you've dealt with as children.
Mm-hmm.
So don't judge people's restorative process.
Right.
We're all in a different place based upon what we've been through, but respect the fact that we may not be able to go with each other on these different journeys depending on how we're connected. It's
That's
not
right.
a reason to fall out. There doesn't have to be any division, tension, fights, or any of that. The restorative process is so sensitive in nature.
That's
I
right.
give people the room that they need. You need me, come get me. But if
That's
you
it.
don't need me right now, I'm okay with you and I love you because I want you
Yes.
well. I
Yes.
recognize I might not be the one to take you to that next level. I might not be the one. So I love each of my sisters enough to say, however you got to get what you need,
Yes.
however you got to get free and free indeed, go do
Yes.
that. Go
That's
do
Yes.
that. If
That's
you
it.
need LHG, you know how to come and get me. But
That's
if you
right.
don't, once you get to the finish line, I'll be there with my pom-pom saying, you did that, girl. Look at what
Yes.
That's
I ain't
it.
mad at you.
Yes.
That's
No reason
it.
to be angry. I respect the fact that God is in control and
Mhm.
He decides who gets to go with who and when. Not
Yes.
me.
That's
It's
right.
not a Facebook group. You hit the join button. That's
That's
not how
right.
restoration works. This thing is a private event that only God can determine who is
Yes.
assigned to you in this
That's it.
critical part of your life.
Yes.
That's it.
So
Yes.
respect it. Put some respect on it. Put
Yes.
That's
some
it.
respect on the restoration process.
Mm-hmm.
Put some respect on who goes in and who got to come out.
Yes.
That's it.
If it's not for me and it may be for somebody else to go with you, I'm okay with that. When you need LHG, you call LHG.
That's it.
And I will answer. I promise you. Because
Simone LHG is her initials, honey.
hey, at the end of the day, I want you healed, whole, delivered, set free, and everything you need to be able to prevail in this life.
That's
Yes.
it.
I know if you're anything like me, the pain has crushed me.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I'm still here is I'm telling you, it's a miracle.
That's
Yes.
it.
I am
Yes.
a walking, breathing
Yes.
miracle.
What
Yes.
you say?
People don't understand.
What you
And
say?
you
Jesus.
looking at the smile, you looking at, you looking at what you see.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand what lies beneath what you
That's
see.
That's
right.
it.
That's
That's
right.
it.
You don't know
You
my
don't know what
story.
a person's personal struggles are.
Yes.
That's it.
My salvation don't make me immune to struggle.
Yes.
That's it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because the AA meetings got Christians in them.
That's it.
Yes.
Got
Oh,
Christians
word.
in them.
Say
Oh,
that.
word.
My
Mhm.
salvation takes me to a
AA,
point,
NA, all
and
of
I'm,
them.
All
hey,
of them.
we ain't got to the gate yet.
Mm-mm.
For all the things that life brings at you, we're not immune to them. But the
right.
restorative nature of Christ can forgive us for one if we messed up, get us
Yes,
back on track, and then give us a new lease on life.
Come
that's
on.
right.
I can sign a new contract and say, God, I want a new lease on life.
Come on.
The old is
Come on.
gone. I lapsed. I didn't make the
Yes.
payments, but I can get not just reinstated, but a new contract.
That's it.
Starting
That's
fresh, new
what
coverages.
they do when you in a house in an apartment. I gotta renew you every year. Come on now.
Yes.
We can
Yes.
start fresh. That's the love of Christ. That's the love he has for us. People can't do that
right.
for you. Don't
That's
give them
right.
that power. That's something only
Mm.
God can give you.
Right.
That kind of release.
Mm-hmm.
That's not release that God can give you. I
Amen.
want to thank y'all, my sisters, for the invite today. This is a topic that I really, really connected with because of my own journey of restoration. And my prayer for everybody who's even watching, listening, is that wherever you are on your journey, that you know two things. You're not alone. And second, God is always with you.
Yes.
That's his
Yes.
promise to you. And nothing I can say or anybody else can say will know his promise to you. He's with you
Come on.
everywhere in this process.
That's right.
Don't be afraid to open up your mouth and increase your faith in your
Come
God.
on.
Jesus.
In your God. Make it
Yes.
personal. So I got to go, y'all. I love y'all. And y'all,
Yes, love you too. Before you go, please tell the people how to find you and what your pages are.
okay. I have my personal page is Latanya Harris Gooden. That's the personal. Then we got Shades of Chocolate. That's the sisters support group. Shades of Chocolate. That's women, prayer, inspiration, healing, deliverance, all that. Then we got the marriage couples. That's the My Forever Love for the couples, talking about how we keep our marriages intact and how we keep them Christ-centered. I still do have my singles page, trying to let that one go, but I'm still in there too. And that's Metro Detroit Professional Christian Singles. Okay. And I think that's it.
Well, send me an invite from all the ones you know I can connect with.
Oh, yes.
So that I can get,
and one more. Critical
on
Conversations is the last one. That's where I do my shows and stuff. So Critical
Conversations. Make sure you send me an invite for all of them.
I
can get them, come in the group, and then share them.
Yes. Send me for Shades of Chocolate and whatever you do your events from.
Yes, ma'am. I will do that.
Look, you trying to get away from the singles one, but send me the singles one too.
Because I want to be able to back up the net so I can dive into my couples. So yes, ma'am, I will.
You don't even understand right now. I'm sorry. It's a whole inside moment.
Look at her. Look how she's looking.
Go ahead. It's a whole inside moment. I just had to. Okay, go ahead.
I gotta go, y'all. Love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you.
Oh, help me, Jesus. Okay. Wow.
Look, she done closed us out with that. We gonna shift a little bit. We gonna shift a little bit.
We can't shift just yet. No, wait. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. Okay, wait, hold on. What we got? Hey, authors, how are you?
Hey.
Oh, God. Okay.
Coach B, you joining us, Coach B?
I sent her the link. She act just like she ain't see.
Coach B, jump on here, Coach B.
So yeah, all right. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had a whole moment just now. And she
I
don't
like my sister, y'all. I don't like my sister. I'm not even talking to her right now. Y'all know that moment we just talked about? I'll call her in an hour.
Look, I'm just saying. I just had a whole moment, y'all. It's all right. I'm
Coach
back now.
Where you at?
Okay, so look, we
wait.
Topic. Go ahead.
Wait. Before you shift.
Okay.
Go back to that waiting room for a minute, because something that you said. Being in that waiting room, it's a lot. Get on up here.
Come on here. Because you in the chat, so I know what's happening. It's Berlin. You might as well come on up here. Go ahead.
being in that waiting room, it brings about so much because when you in that waiting room, as you said, you waiting for results. So it plays on your mental because you never know what results you're gonna get. So
Right.
you got anxiety going on, you stressing, you wondering what the doctor's gonna say, your stomach start hurting, all all this other stuff start happening while you're in the waiting room, just waiting on these doctors to come back and say, "Oh, we ain't find nothing wrong with you. It ain't nothing going on with you." But listen, or the result could be that of something different.
Right.
My mentality has always been, I don't care what they say, I'm not receiving anything in my body. You could diagnose me all you want. I don't have to receive that thing in my body. Like I said to y'all before, Tyler Perry said it best. It's not what they label you, it's what you answer to. So
Mhm.
just because you tell me I have arthritis, don't mean I have to yield to the pain of the arthritis. Just because
Right.
you tell me I have cancer, don't mean I have to yield to it. Yes, I have to do some things to make sure I'm healthy and I'm whole. I have to change up some stuff. Okay, that's dealing with the mindset. I have to change my eating habits. I have to
Right.
change, I might need to go to an alkaline diet. I have to change and start exercising where I was lazy and sleeping all the time. I might have to go walking and running or whatever I got to do to
Right.
stay healthy. So it's important. Yes, this you go. This you go, y'all. It's important for us during that waiting process to stay in that mentality of I'm waiting on the Lord. I'm waiting to hear from him. It's not about man, it's about God. Whose report will you believe? I believe the report of the Lord. I look to the hill with coming my help because my help comes from the Lord. And that's a part of your restoration process. Coach Fee, yes.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey y'all. Hey.
Hey.
That's a part of your restoration process. It's so important. During that waiting process, that's the most important part because you determine your outcome. Stop allowing man to determine your outcome. You just look, you can trick your body just by the thought process into thinking it's pregnant. Let's start there. Did you hear what I just said? If
Mhm.
you if you think it enough, you can start vomiting. You can because this is what you told yourself. I'm pregnant. And you kept telling yourself your period stopped coming. You done stressed your body out enough to the point where it's acting like it's pregnant because this is your thought process and you telling people, "Oh, I think I'm pregnant." Listen, it's a mindset.
Mhm.
It's a mindset. But we got to have that's a negative mindset. We have to have right thinking. We really have to have right thinking. And we have to get past all the negativity. When you got negative stuff going on in your life, see the positive in that negative. What are you learning from what's going on? Or are you going to keep repeating the same cycle? This is a part of your restoration. I refuse to repeat another cycle in my life. If I already got past that cycle, I'm not going back to the same thing God
Mhm.
restored me from just to do it all over again. Why? For what? What am I getting out of it? The same outcome. It's not worth it. It's wasting too much time. Look, I told y'all before, when people die in your life that you're close to, it does something to your mindset. And it makes
Mhm.
you get up off your seat of do nothing. I told y'all, God told me, get from being in that horizontal position and get vertical. Stop procrastinating about some things. Now it's time for you to move forward. Now it's time for you to invest in you. Now it's time for you to change some things in your life. You can't stay there. I don't care how much you're grieving. I don't care how much you're hurting. I don't care. You gotta get up. And only you can do that for you. Coco can't do it for me. She could pray for me, but guess what? If I don't want to move, I'm not going to move.
That's it.
You have to have a changed mindset. Coach Fee, jump on in there, baby.
So as you were talking, it made me think about David and when his child was sick, and how David
Here we go.
fasted. He
Here we
did.
go.
Everything.
He did everything he could, but once that child was gone, he got up, he cleaned himself up, and he went back to normal. And it puzzled everybody because at that point, it's really nothing else you can do for the person.
Right.
You got to start taking care of you now.
That's
And
it.
it is hard to shift. And I'm a witness to that. Because when my first brother, I had two brothers murdered. The first one took me 2 years. I just couldn't get it. Especially, and my second one, they called and say, "Oh, your brother's brains just got blew out." And I'm like, huh? I just kept hearing that phone call and seeing that over and over in my mind. And it's like you said, until I got up like the prodigal son, cleaned myself off and started moving, I was stuck in that spot.
Yeah.
And 2 years is a long time to be stuck when you could
Oh,
be
yes.
doing something else. So it's imperative. So I said this, I think last night, that it's okay to go get counseling.
That's
You
right.
know, if you can't get a coach, or you don't have a relative that you trust with the information that you want to give, go get counseling. I go to counseling. I have counseling on Thursdays
Yes.
for a whole hour every Thursday. And I just told her, I said, you know what, I think I'm doing okay. We can do, because I do brain exercises and stuff as part of it. But if I'm stressing about something, we talk about that too. And so listen, it's okay. You know, there's so many stigmas around. We talked about mental health. You guys were talking about suicide and stuff like that earlier. I'd rather take the stigma of going to counseling and be alive than to not
Yes.
get no help and then kill
That's
myself.
it.
That's right.
That's it. It's bad when you got leaders
Yes.
killing themselves.
Yes.
But you gotta sit back and wonder, like, wait a minute. I mean, I was a friend with a person whose leader shot himself in front of the congregation.
Wow.
Preached the whole sermon. But as soon as he closed out and gave the benediction, he gave it for real.
Jesus.
Now, if you was a leader under him, I know the question is, what has he been feeding me?
Right.
What did
Because
he
you
really truly believe too?
Right. Like, wait a minute, hold up. You just in front of me.
Because
You know,
he
that-
was trying to make an example.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's the whole thing. You have to be aware of everything. And no, I'm not saying not to trust the God and your leaders. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying your leaders, a lot of them don't have outlets.
That's
And
right.
when they don't have an outlet and they don't go get one, this is what you deal with.
And the reason why they don't have outlets, though, is because of, again, the church has more stigmas than anybody.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You got to be strong for this, or you are not trusting in God if you cry. You can't.
Yeah. I know it's a lot
Like,
of
you
it.
can't do nothing and be in church because they make it seem like it's so hunky dory. No, the Bible clearly says it rains on the just as well as the unjust.
That's
So
right.
if it's gonna rain on all of us gonna go through some suffering. Think it not strange when you
Mhm.
fall into diverse temptation.
That's
You know,
right.
so stop trying to make it look so pretty because it's not.
It's
Mhm.
not.
And actually, it may be a little worse for us because the enemy knows what's in us, even if we don't.
Yep.
Mhm.
And he's coming for it.
Mhm.
So just be ready. So I mean, for as leaders in ministry, it's okay to go get help.
Mhm.
Yep.
And no, you don't. Coco talked about this last night, or was it last night? Whatever. Tuesday night they talked about it. Being careful who you open the door to.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because you open the door and you pour all your stuff out to the wrong person. Now you in real hostage. You are real hostage because they'll use that against you later. But you know what I learned a long time ago? People gonna talk regardless. So
Yes.
I'm gonna tell my own story. And if I
Mhm.
tell it, I don't care what you say after that. I told it.
That's
Now you
right.
can believe what they say or you can believe my truth.
That's
I
right.
don't care because they're gonna talk about you anyways. And they look, Jesus came to his own and they received him not. So
Right.
Mhm.
listen, don't expect all these accolades and stuff in ministry.
Nope.
To whom
Mhm.
much is given, much is required. It's gonna be hard.
That's right.
So that's why the waiting room, I think, situation even came up because you have to make sure that you stay there
Mhm.
Right.
until you are ready and prepared and girded up to
Mhm.
go forth.
Yep.
Yes.
Or you'll be like the apostles when they got whooped up because they weren't ready.
Mhm.
Yep.
Trying to be whooped up because we're not ready. Go
That's
into
right.
your secret place.
That's right.
Spend some time with God and hear and obey Him. Don't
Yes.
listen to what man's saying because they will push you. Listen,
Mhm.
don't allow them to be push you. But when you
Mhm.
get it, yes, listen, all your shows coming into play right now, Coco.
That's it.
When you
Right.
get that yes, you don't want to break that covenant, baby. You don't want to break it. You don't want to break it.
No. I mean, Clint, you missed it. Monday night. Uh, Me and Coach was up here. I pulled in, and we was reading. We was talking about because I
I'm
came
gonna
back on
stop
and
commenting.
I did part two of you can't eat at everybody's table,
Mhm.
and we were talking about um the covenant. I was reading from I want to say Judges 16 where I was talking about
Mm-hmm.
Samson and Delilah,
Okay.
and then he was talking about how it was a covenant curse,
Mhm.
and she was like, "What?" And
Mhm.
I read it again. I said, "Look at how many times you done read this word and never saw that." Because
Mhm.
I read it from a different Bible that I had bought.
Mhm.
And on the bottom, it said it was a covenant curse
Mhm.
because people were disobedient to their covenant responsibility
Mm.
at that time.
Jesus.
And I was just like, ooh. She even said, ooh, like I was just like, okay, so
Look,
think
that
about
hit
that.
me. I said that hit me all. Listen, that hit me because I was trying to backpedal after I said gay got a real yes. I'm like, ooh, did I just give you a real yes? I
'Cause
Yes.
changed my mind. I changed my mind. I put it in our accountability group, and Coco was like, "Come on, coach."
Because
Right.
a covenant is a promise. So
That's it.
it was
Yeah.
promised to them because they was disobedient to God. So
That's
one
it.
of them went out there and lied and ended up dead, and the other one came and did the exact same thing and ended up dead. So they had.
But look, the whole covenant curse part happens when you say, "Yes, Lord,
Mhm.
I
And
got
don't.
it. If you lead me, I go. If you
Mhm.
direct me, I'm going.
Mhm.
You got it. You the pilot. I'm just
Mhm.
a passenger.
That's it.
I'm just here in one of the seats. If
Mhm.
you say that, and
Mhm.
then you say yes, I'll go. If you send me, if you want
Mhm.
me to teach, I'll do that. If you
Mhm.
just want your glory to come through my life, I'll do that.
Mhm.
I'm just a
Mhm.
vessel. That's what you say. That's how
That's
you
it.
yielding yourself. But then
Mhm.
when it comes time to take the
You don't
charge
do it.
and you fail at doing it because you didn't do it and you're blatantly
Mhm.
disobedient, you
Right.
have now brought a covenant curse upon yourself.
Mhm.
How many
Because
how many people have actually done that and you ain't
right.
even
Oh,
realize that's what you
Right.
did?
Right.
Not
And
just
I can't even.
disobedience, but
Right.
a whole curse.
I can't even lie. Look how long it took me to get to the place that I am in right now because I was disobedient. My journey to obedience didn't start till 2018. Look, I backslid and everything. It was like,
Right,
hey. I'm going
right.
to have a good time. It is what it is. And I knew what I was doing. Look, and during that backsliding time, I was so rebellious, I wouldn't even listen to a gospel song. Don't
mm-mm.
play that. I don't
Me
want to
either.
hear it. I ran from my spiritual mom. I lived across the street from her. I used to eat at her house every day. Every day. Talking about didn't see me. I wasn't even showing up for food. Listen, I knew I was disobedient.
Mhm.
I was hurt. I was in a bitter state and I went through a I don't care attitude.
Mhm.
And
But
I
we all
ended
had
up,
those moments.
hey. But
I
I
don't,
delayed so many people because
and
I was
yourself.
off and myself because I was off my assignment.
When you stop and you think about what he did, I gotta go back to when you were talking about the diagnosis, right? Okay, so in the waiting room, you waiting for your results. If you're
Mhm.
gonna be diagnosed with something, or if you're gonna be sitting home with clear free results, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
there's a difference between the diagnosis and the prognosis.
Yes.
The
Mhm.
diagnosis is they determining
Mhm.
whether you have an illness
Right.
or a problem, but
Mhm.
a prognosis is they're predicting it.
Yes.
The difference between the two.
Mhm.
Don't predict nothing on me.
That's
Okay? I don't
that
want you
part.
predicting nothing. I
Mhm.
need you to go get the fact of the matter.
That's right.
You can bring me a diagnosis, but don't prognose me at all. I don't want you
Mhm.
predicting nothing. I
Exactly.
don't want you to say, okay, so down the line, this is what. Nope, nope.
Mm.
You either know or you don't.
Exactly.
What you first of all, no man can tell you your final result.
That's right.
Mhm.
That ain't his job
Mm.
to tell you your final result. That's God's job. If you allow him to tell you. And let me tell you something. What
Absolutely.
people, and the one thing that people don't want to hear is the Lord will take you up out of here while you still saved before he watch you
Yes, he will.
go backwards.
And doctors are good for telling. I was with a patient the other probably it was 2 days ago. She said the doctors told me I only have 6 months to live.
Huh?
Huh? It's been about a year and I'm still laying here. I said, uh-huh. Like and
Honey, do you know
like
how many times I heard that?
right. Don't tell me how long I'm gonna live. Listen, I have control over life and death, and I'm not ready to go anywhere. I got too much work to do.
Absolutely.
I,
But
I
and you know some of those doctors just have a God complex. They don't
yeah,
have sense enough to say we don't know.
yeah.
They don't
Right.
have sense enough to say it, and so they want to guesstimate things. My grandson's grandmother passed. They told him that she was gonna have, oh, we'll put her in hospice. That means she's got less than 6 months. But if gave him hope by saying if she makes it past 6 months, we can reinitiate the hospice for 6 more months. She didn't make it a good week. She went
Be
down so fast, and that's what they said. So my brother-in-law, this is the flip side of the coin, had a rare disease. They couldn't even diagnose him. When they finally diagnosed him, he went to all the hospitals in Michigan, ended up at University of Michigan, and they gave him some diagnosis I never even heard of, and told him that he wasn't gonna live 6 months. He lived about 4 years, and every Sunday he'd be in church. The good Lord is the one who could say, "When I'm out of here,"
That's
and that's the
it.
bottom line. The final answer is God's. This is not a
God.
game show,
That's
and
it.
No,
so the doctor told me probably about I think around 2006, I ended up in the hospital and I was having some palpitations and stuff, issue after issue with my heart. Turned out it was my stomach medication. Came off the stomach medication, I was fine, but it was causing me some breathing stuff. And in the ER, they told me, "Oh, ma'am, you have COPD." I said, "No, I don't." He said,
Mm.
"I said, no, I don't. You ain't speaking that on me. I
I know
rebuke
that's
that in
right.
the name of Jesus."
I
You should
know
have
that's
saw that
right.
doctor's face. I said, "That
He was
enough is
mad.
enough. Enough is enough." You listen. Listen. My grandma would say, "In a minute, you a lie."
I know that's right.
That's coming from the enemy. He
Mm.
is a liar, and the truth
Mhm.
is not in him.
That's right.
He is the
right.
father of lies. He gonna get them to say anything he think that you're gonna take, but you can't accept it.
But that's
Cast
Right.
the
down
problem.
every
Yes.
imagination, and every
Yes.
high thing tries to exalt itself above the knowledge of God. Every one of them.
That's
Now,
right.
Right.
I've been, and I'm just like you. I've been where I didn't, but now I realize the benefits of doing it.
Mhm.
You
But
got to
Coach
do it.
C, that's the problem. When you get diagnosed and they tell you you got this, a lot of people's mindset go, this is how I'm going to die. In their body, they trick their body into thinking
It
this is
lines
going
up.
to happen, and then it begins to line up. Exactly. No, I shall live and not die, and I'm gonna speak that over my body, and until I believe it, it's gonna conform.
That's it.
Listen, when they diagnosed me with my brain injury in 2018, I literally, I don't know what happened with me, but I was all shook up because it was a near fatal accident. I was in the hospital for 5 days, sent home on, like I was sent home on hospice, sent home with 24-hour care, couldn't be by myself. They didn't let me drive for almost 2.5 years. And I'm like, am I really this bad? I mean, I was in there screaming and hollering and crying out to God, like, God, am I really this bad? And he said, well, whose report you gonna believe? Just like that.
That's it.
And it was like and I used the prodigal son because he lost his mind. He kind of got away off and started doing things that was not what he should have been doing. I was there because my body was hurting so bad I couldn't even sit up. And right now I'm having some issues with sitting again. I told Coco that the other day on the show. But at the end of the day, they told me, you ain't gonna never be able to do this, and you ain't gonna never, your brain is not capable of doing this, that, and the other. And I'm like, They took away all of my therapists, my speech, my occupational therapist. I'm still listening to what God said.
That's it.
I done pulled out my phone. If I show y'all all the games on my phone, y'all think I'm crazy. I'm like, I know some things I can do. And I told them, I said, y'all coming today, and today is the last day. Tell me what I need to do. Give me some websites. Give me some games. Give me what types of things that I need to do. And I started doing my own personal therapy. We got to fight for ourselves.
That's it.
We have to fight for ourselves. And we know that a lot of this, all of it don't come from the enemy. Some of it comes because of we made the wrong decisions.
That's right.
Some of it does come from the enemy. And some things just have to happen like it did with Job.
Yep.
Because God say, hey, have you considered my servant?
That's right.
Because he know you his servant.
That's it.
Let's see what's going to happen when you mess with this one.
And look.
And people forget. People got an issue with when you ask them, have you been considered? First of all, can he consider you?
Right.
Come on.
That's the question. Can he consider you?
And
if he can't consider you, you need to check yourself.
And let's talk about this hospice thing for a second, because a lot of people don't have a true understanding of what hospice is.
Yep.
So you put your family member on hospice and they say they have less than 6 months. Then they say, let's bring about comfort care. So let's keep them from being in pain. Okay. So now they want to give them all this medication that they was not on before, because we're going to help the process, because they only have 6 months. Okay. Now, let me tell you something. If you lack understanding about hospice, you will allow them to do this to your loved one. I was taking care of a patient on hospice, and they told the family this. They said, don't feed him, only give him little bits when he asks for food, because he's not going to remember that he's hungry because he has dementia. You know what I did? I went and I got him some sweet potatoes, y'all. Every time this man asked for something to eat, I was giving him sweet potatoes. I was giving him potatoes. This man came off hospice, okay? He lasted for almost a year and a half afterwards. Yes, you can come off hospice.
Yeah.
No, you do not have to allow them to give your family member the medication. Use hospice for what it's for. It benefits because they will give you the supplies that you need. Your family may need a hospital bed. Your family may need briefs. Your family may need wipes. Your family may need the chucks for the beds. They will supply all of this stuff. Use them for, look, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just.
Come on now.
Do not allow them to kill your family members.
And that's what they do, because what people don't understand is that morphine will stop your breathing.
Yes.
Yeah. I
And
know.
not feeding
I get it.
and not feeding a person hastens their breathing. And what you end up with is these people who look like skeletons
Yes.
because they didn't feed them.
They
Yep.
Listen,
starved them to death.
I beg people, don't let them not feed your family. I don't care if they have to give them hyperalimentation or some type of lipids in an IV, or if they have to give them a feeding tube and push it. Don't let them not feed your family. To me, that's starving someone to
And
death.
see,
But look,
that
Coach,
is starving them to death. But the thing about it is they have to remain a certain weight, because if they gain more than the weight limit,
Mhm.
they have to take
Have to
them
take
off
them off.
hospice.
They have
right.
to take them off. Yeah.
Why? Because you healthy. You still
That's
doing
it.
good.
But see, that's the whole point.
Exactly.
That's the
So
whole
we're gonna
point.
help this thing along.
You have to be
Look,
really
look,
careful.
Coach.
It turns out to be like a Jack Kevorkian type things
Yep.
where they legally killing people.
Right,
Exactly.
but look, Coach, this is what happened when I came home. I think Quint came to the house maybe once or twice when I came home, and I had all my IVs and all that stuff. And you know, I think one time when she came, my nurses was actually in the house trying to do whatever they claimed they were doing, but they ain't know what it was doing. So, you know, I had a pick line because I had TPN, which is liquid food, which I had to change out every 12 hours. And then I had all my other stuff that I had to use and take. So, you know, at that point in time, you know, everybody come in looking at me like, you know, what's gonna happen? They didn't know. Everybody was unsure. They didn't know how I was gonna come out, what my recovery was gonna be like. None of that stuff. At the end of the day, I'm in my house though. The whole time when people come in, I sit up. I'm talking to people. I'm drained, but I'm talking to people. At the end of the day, I was like, this is not the end result. My drains are gonna come out. All these IVs are gonna stop. And I got to get back to me. This is just where I'm at right now.
Right.
You know, I could take a lot of where we was at, and we've all been at some type of affliction. That's the thorn in your flesh.
That's
Absolutely.
You
it.
know what I mean? That thorn in the flesh served the purpose.
But the word said it was good that you've been
That's
afflicted,
it.
that you might learn his statutes.
That's
So I
it.
thank you for my affliction.
That's it.
Amen.
And
Hallelujah.
the afflictions keep you in his face.
Exactly.
First and foremost, because a lot of people, if you never went through nothing or you never deal with anything, you won't even talk to the man.
Exactly.
You won't even have a
Many
conversation.
are the afflictions of the righteous.
That's it.
Many. So that's why it goes back when I said earlier, don't expect it to be all gravy.
No.
It's not. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but do you trust God to do what his word says to deliver us out of all of them?
That's it.
Right there.
That's it. If
He
you
said
was
it
to
was
tell
gonna be
somebody,
suffering.
but it's just like Coach, if you was to tell somebody you had a whole brain injury, they'd call you a lie to your face.
Right.
Because looking at you, they couldn't tell.
Cannot tell
If
it.
I would have told anybody anything I was doing, unless they seen it, they would have called me a lie to my face. But people that came to my door like, oh, yeah, this is not a fun time for me.
Right.
Okay. At the end of the day, when you don't know how you gonna recover, think about it. If with your brain injury, you could have forgotten people. You could have not known who your mama was, sister was, child was, nobody. You could have had to relearn people by looking at photos to say, oh, that's my mama.
Right.
Oh, that's this. And you have to thank God that that's not where you were. You might have had to relearn some stuff, but it wasn't that bad.
Right.
Even in what I dealt with, I had to relearn. My insides had to relearn how to take food. But bless the Lord, it was not that bad.
Exactly.
There's always somebody out there worse off.
Worse. That's what I kept telling myself. This may be bad, but it's somebody else's worse.
Right, it's somebody worse.
And I'm just listening. That's when Paul's words that I find myself content.
Yes.
Really hit home for me.
Come on.
In whatever situation I'm in.
Yes.
And really the joy of the Lord, like when scriptures really become life to you.
That's it.
My strength, like the joy of the Lord was really my strength.
That's
I was smiling, didn't even know I was smiling.
Yeah.
It was like, why are you always smiling? I cried too. I
guess plenty of days.
because
Who's
of
the
the injury
Facebook
or the
user?
injury. But yeah,
Facebook user, we don't know who you are, sweetheart, because we don't see no name. But thank you for being with us tonight.
Yes.
I mean, you gotta think about that thing. I ain't even going front. When I was going through my recovery, honey, that made me pray the scriptures even harder.
Yes.
What you talking about? What?
That's the thing
What?
about healing and restoration. It takes faith. For we walk by faith and not by sight.
Not
Faith
by
is
sight.
the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Not
I
seen.
don't understand this at this moment, but I thank you that I know I'm healed. I
Yeah,
thank you that I know I'm set free. I thank you that all of this is going to be removed. I thank you in spite of what I'm going through.
That's
I
it.
thank you that
That's
you
I
might
kept
it.
saying I'm healed. I just kept saying I'm healed,
That's
waiting for
all
the
I can say.
I'm
That's
healed,
it.
waiting for the manifestations.
That's
I'm
it.
healed, already healed. The word said it. He was wounded for our transgressions.
That's what you said. All I had was a thank you for everything. I just thank you.
No,
That was
I
it.
woke up like this. Thank you, God. I'm here. It's another day. Thank you,
Yes.
Jesus.
What you talking about? Honey, every day was a thank
Every
you.
time I opened my eyes, I was like, thank you,
Look,
God.
every yes, your pastor must be gratitude.
Who are
Every day
you?
was a
Tell
thank
us your
you.
name.
Every matter of fact, I have to say, not was.
That
Every
sound
day
like
is
Latanya.
still.
Still.
Every day is still a thank you.
Right now,
Yes.
It ain't
absolutely.
was. It's still a
It
thank
still
you.
is.
Every day that
Absolutely.
I could get up and
Mhm.
move, I bless him.
Yes.
There was a
I
time where
told
I
you that
could
was
not.
Latanya. I knew it. I knew that was her.
There was a time where I could not. I had years of immobility.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it's like to sit down and
Listen,
watch
I was
people
on
walk?
walkers.
Not-
I went
and
from walkers
you
to
got people
to a
walking
cane.
past you. Do you know what it's like to be in the church and you are praising and you can't get up and praise him?
Come
Do you
on.
know what it's like? Come on
Listen.
now. And then when you get the opportunity to be able to do it again,
Yes.
honey, the way I got up and shouted until I passed myself out. Do you understand? The day that I was able to walk again and get up, what you man, you better get out my way because I'm finna go for broke.
I know that's
If
right.
you not
I done
gonna
walked
help
out
me
the church.
praise him,
I know
you
y'all
better.
going to something else, but I ain't ready. I done walked out the church. Walked right
Look.
on out into the hallway and just
That part.
go for what
That
I know.
part.
Y'all go on with what y'all doing. Right now, I got some praising to do. Because you
That's
know what
it.
I'm let me make it back in the church. I'm gonna
That's
praise
it.
like I'm losing my mind, and I do every time. Praise
That's
and
it.
worship, like
Look, man, and that was when
I told Tanya
COVID.
the other day, her husband was praising while they was in the car. I told her, listen, me and your husband be pulling over for some curve dances.
That's it.
You hear
That's
me?
it. I went pulled over at a gas station one day, got out and went to shout right at the pump. The girl that was in the store, she was like, "Hold on, let me lock the door because I got to come out and join you. I need some of that, honey. You better come get it while it's here."
No, that's right.
Look, my whole thing is, you don't know.
That's right.
Even if it's a private moment, you ain't gotta know. But all you need to know is there's a reason why I can stay ready and in a place of expectancy all the time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Every time I go in the building, every time I mention his name, I got an expectation.
Yes.
And that's how it has to be. You have to remain in a posture of expectancy.
That's right.
I expect you to move for me.
Yes.
I expect
not
you to
only
move
do you
somebody
expect
else.
it, you know it. You know that he's gonna move. You know, you absolutely know without a shadow of a doubt, because he said that he's not gonna put more on us than we can bear. And if he's feeling like it's too much, then he's gonna lift that.
That's
Why?
right.
Because his burdens are easy.
Yes.
His yoke is easy and his burdens are light. He's not gonna leave that on us.
Mm-mm.
Just long enough for us to see. Because see, sometimes we don't even realize what's in us.
That's right.
It.
We don't realize it. But when we go through, we realize we're stronger than what we thought we were. Why? Because it's he who has begun a good work in us.
Jesus.
Listen, I can't fool with y'all.
Look, you gotta finish that statement, Coach. He that has done a great work. He is faithful to perform. He is faithful to perform it. That means That means what he starts, he's going to finish.
So-
Absolutely.
We have to allow him to get us to the finish point.
But this is the
That's
thing.
it.
Take a measure of faith. And what is your measure of faith?
That's
All you
it.
have to do is have the faith of a mustard seed. The
Woo,
faith
child.
of a mustard seed will move mountains. What is
That's
your
it.
measure of faith? If you don't believe it, it's not gonna happen. You determine your outcome.
Come
If you
on.
speak in negativity, it's gonna be negativity. If you speaking what the word says, healing, he was wounded for my transgressions, bruised
Look.
for my iniquity, the chastisement of his peace is upon me, and by his stripes I'm healed, is gonna be healed.
Already.
That's
You
it.
called on the elders of the church to lay hands on. Look, I'm gonna lay hands on myself because I've been in the church long enough, and I
That's
am an
it.
elder. I'm gonna lay hands knowing that God is going to heal
That's
me.
it. That's
Listen,
it.
I got
And even
enough
when it
faith
comes to the
say,
mental piece, the word of God
Yes.
says that you got to encourage yourself.
That's what it say.
no.
And we got to build ourselves up
That's what it
in
say.
our most holy faith.
Yes.
We got to
That's
do
what it
it.
say.
We got to do it. And how do we do that? By reading
the
that
word.
word day and night.
And the word.
The
Day
whole
and
point,
night.
the key to what you said is the word.
Word.
The word.
The
Absolutely.
word.
That word and saying weeping endures
Woo.
for a night.
When
But-
is the last when is the last time you laid upon the word?
Jesus.
When is the last time you actually took yourself to the threshing floor
God.
with the word, for the word, labeled for the word, and said you won't go move until the word works?
So the word works.
That's the
Jesus.
whole
I've been
point.
there. I've been there.
But that's the whole point, coach.
It.
Like people don't understand, man.
Mm-mm.
Every day, my body is going through a different change.
Mhm.
Every single day. But you know what? I don't look like what I've been through,
Yes.
baby. And I stay in fighting posture
Yes. You
all
have
the
to.
time because I have to. It's a daily fight. At
Yes.
the end of the day, you're not going to sit here and tell me that I cannot overcome
That's
something.
right.
Baby, I have overcame it, wrote the book, got the t-shirt, the helmet, the shoes,
Yes. Yes.
everything matched. You will not tell me
That's
that I
right.
This is
won't
another
overcome.
thing I want to say though. Stop trying to do things in your own ability.
That's it.
Ooh, Jesus.
Stop trying to do it in your own ability because we don't have the ability to do anything. That's the whole purpose of the Holy Spirit coming after Jesus left.
Come
Mhm.
on.
He comes to lead and guide us. He's going to strengthen us. He's
Mhm.
going to give us the words to say if we don't know what to say.
Mhm.
Just lean on God. He's given us all these, every good and perfect gift.
Yes.
It's for us to use the whole
right.
armor. That's why he reminds us to put it on.
That's
Don't
Yeah.
ever
it.
take it off though.
That's
Why do we
it.
keep taking it off? Put it on and keep it
And
on.
leave it.
Study
it.
each one of those weapons, and you'll understand why it's so key.
I had
Keep it on. Guard your head.
It's
Girl,
funny that that's where you
right.
at. Come on.
That's
You
the
gotta break it
problem.
down for the folks though. First of all, the part that's supposed to be on your head is a helmet of salvation.
The helmet.
Did you forget you were saved today?
Mhm.
You,
Most of the
that's part
time,
your-
yes.
That's part of you being equipped.
Look,
Your
this
shoes is the preparation of peace.
right.
Yeah.
But
Why
wait,
every
go
time
back
you
to
go
the
somewhere,
helmet.
there ain't no peace.
Go back to the helmet. A lot of times we do forget we saved because we trying to fit in with those that are not.
No.
We trying to conform. So
No, ma'am.
it's like, okay, I'm gonna put my evangelism in my pocket for
No, ma'am.
no, no.
No, ma'am.
You gotta keep the helmet on.
First
Allow
of all,
God. Go ahead.
your feet is supposed to have a preparation of peace. Why every time you go somewhere there ain't no peace following it? Everywhere
'Cause
you
going
go,
to the
you
wrong
disrupt
places.
stuff. But there's no peace with you. You ain't even got no peace in your
You ain't
own
got
house.
none. There's
If
none.
you ain't got peace in your own home, there's a problem.
Mhm.
That's part of your guard. That's part of your armor.
Right.
Come on.
Exactly.
And
The
stop letting
sword of the spirit.
Come on, but stop letting people tell you how to serve your God.
That's
Right.
it.
You
Right.
know, the Father seeks us to worship him in spirit and in truth.
That's
but the
it.
way you worship and the way that I worship may not be the
Ain't the
same.
same.
But this
And
is
the
another
craziness
thing,
that I
Coach.
have to give him, you may not need to get it. Hallelujah may be okay for you.
That's
Right,
it.
Hallelujah is what I need to say. You
right.
see what I'm saying? Everybody is someplace. This is personal. It's
That's it.
personal. It's
But-
personal. So can't nobody tell you how to worship God.
And this
Worship
Right.
God
the
when
thing,
you need to worship God.
a lot of leaders will tell you, well, if you ain't going to church, you ain't saved. Listen,
Huh.
church is a building, okay?
That's it.
The church is a building. You are the church. It does not mean that you're not saved if you don't walk up in a building. Okay?
It's the relationship.
That's it.
That's
We
it.
got to understand it's the relationship. And once we get
That's
that,
it.
listen, I just want y'all, I'm going to say this every opportunity I get, read Colossians chapter 2.
Mm.
I'm telling you, that thing sure enough freed me during
Yes.
the time that I was off doing the accident. I know I had to read it before, but it read a little bit different to me this time.
Right.
Don't let people put you in a box.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know, they labeled me since I was a youth because I've been in so many different churches. And I'm not saying that we don't have to join, we shouldn't join church or whatever, but I don't think that you should hold me in a box if I feel like I want to go someplace else now.
Right.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
a church hopper. But
Mhm.
now when COVID came, what church did you hop to? Because all of them was closed.
Church.
Most of them were closed.
Very
So I
true.
guess we are church hoppers now because you on this
Right.
show. Now you at this church watching this church, and now people, oh, it's so good. You can go from place to place. Over here, I get this. Over here, yeah. When you outgrow something, you got to go somewhere else where you can be fed.
That's right.
Right.
If God is calling you to use your gifts, and they don't even believe in your gifts at the church where you at, why you there?
Mhm. You said a mouthful right there.
I'm just saying.
Look, a lot of people, you in the church and they don't even know who you are. You serving under them, but they have no clue of who you are. Am I guilty? Yup. I'm so guilty of it. Had no clue of the gift that I possess. None of them. Why? Because you wasn't the one to cultivate my gift.
That's it.
They don't even believe in it. So how they gonna help you?
That part
That's it.
right there. You have
That's
no
it.
clue of the Holy Spirit that rests inside of me. You have no clue.
First of all, you can't train me if what I am don't operate in your building.
That's right.
Jesus.
You can't train me if what I am don't operate in your building. If nobody in your building froze in the prophetic, then how you supposed to train me there?
Come on.
You cannot.
I mean, if nobody in your building has evangelism, how they supposed to train you there? You can't get what's not in the building.
That part.
It's again, coach can't give me $1,000 if she ain't got it.
Right.
That's right.
A bank can't give it to you if they broke.
That part.
And you know what I did for years? I stayed in my church, and then I went to all these classes outside of my church. But what's the purpose of that? Because now I'm back to my church and I can't use my gifts.
That's it.
I can't be active in what I'm doing. So I finally transitioned to a place where I can use the gifts that I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let your gift be stifled because it's not this is not the religion of grandma days.
No.
It's not, you know, and really it never should have been that in the first place. Man makes a lot of rules that do not line up with the word of God.
That's true.
We have to always remember anytime we see a rule is where is it in the word? What was God's original intent, and does it line up with his word? And if it doesn't line up with his word, you don't have to accept that. Don't let people speak any and everything into your life. They kept telling me after my divorce, you bitter. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not bitter. This man just called me, told me he had cancer. I'm praying for him. I'm doing research for him. I'm telling him what to do and what not to do. Tell me I'm bitter again.
That part.
That's it.
And that's called ministry.
Right.
Right.
I mean, that's not even just, it's not even just ministry. That is a true sign of forgiveness.
Yes.
When you can pray over the one that hurt you
Listen,
That is a true sign of forgiveness. It's not just ministry.
not just
It is
ministry.
forgiveness at work.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
Absolutely.
I knew I had a gift of forgiveness when I prayed for the woman that was sleeping with my husband. So,
Girl,
Honey, I helped her too. I helped her too.
girl.
I helped her too.
Been there, done that too, girl.
that part. So, yeah, I knew that I was saved.
Honey,
When-
look, I knew I was
And
real
you know
good.
what? I'm gonna be honest. Can I be
Baby.
transparent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told God it wasn't fair. Why I got to be like this and they get to do what they
Listen.
want to do?
Listen.
Why I
Look.
got to be like this?
Honey, look, when I got
created me to be, and I love it.
Look.
Listen.
so let me tell you something. When I got that phone call and said, and I was asked to pray for what? Who? I was just like, wait.
Listen.
I was
Oh,
actually
Jesus.
tickled at first. What? Did you really just do that? Okay. All right. I'm gonna put that to the side.
Right.
And went right in.
Yes.
And as I was going in, he gave me exactly what to pray for
Mm-hmm.
concerning her.
Yes.
And at the end, they were just looking like, I didn't even tell you. I didn't need you to tell me what was wrong. You
Mm-mm.
called me and asked me for prayer. That's all I need to know.
Right.
Mhm.
That's
Okay,
it.
you don't have. I didn't ask for details. You asked for
That's
prayer. That's what we doing.
That's it. Right.
Somewhere
I don't have
in the
time.
part of the right.
But that's a whole nother issue. You know, we keep ourselves hostage by not forgiving.
That's
Right.
it.
Forgive and move on.
That's it.
Forgive and move on. Because listen, I don't want my prayers hindered at all.
Not
7
one time.
times 70. That's what the Bible says. How many
Yes.
times
What
we're
it
supposed
say?
to forgive. But what we have to understand is every time you forgive the first time, the count starts over.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's it.
So that means unlimited,
It's an endless
unconditional,
cycle.
the same
And-
way God does us.
And
It's
let
a
me help
rag.
somebody. Just because
Filthy
I
rag.
forgive you don't mean I'm your friend. No,
Absolutely.
I forgave
Oh, yeah, no.
you. Okay? Let me just help y'all. I ain't forgiving. Listen,
You
I ain't
don't have-
telling
I
you to
ain't
be
sitting at no
nobody's
dinner
friend.
table with you, boo boo. Sorry.
Look, it's
Look,
it's
let
one
me
of
say
those.
this, and that's a prime example though, because my ex-husband, after the divorce, he was like, "Well, can we be friends?" I told him, "No, I'm not mad.
Look.
I'm not angry. But if we couldn't make it as husband and wife, we're not gonna make it as friends. Because where I'm at and where I'm going is not where you at and where you're going.
I
But did I
still
forgive
ain't
him?
his friend.
When he called me and asked me to pray for him, did I pray for him? Did I give him all the information he needed so that he can have a full recovery? Absolutely.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And if he
it's
called
funny,
me today, I would do it again.
it's funny that we have all done that. At the end of the day, my thing is this. You know, I had a whole Deborah Cox moment without the "I'm still in love with you" part. We can't be friends.
Right.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We can't be friends. But bless the Lord. Do what you're supposed to do.
But
That's what I need you to do. Go forth and do what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it ain't even about the rest of it, and it ain't even about how you sitting here viewing. Oh God, the light bright Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not even about how you're sitting here viewing what we were supposed to be doing, because what we had is gone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for you to move forward. What I would rather for you to do is grow in God.
Yeah.
Grow in God so you can be who you're supposed to be.
Absolutely.
There's you and her.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because if you calling this your assignment and your ministry, grow in God so you can be the tag team people that y'all supposed to be.
Amen.
Because if you can't allow God to be God because you still whatever, what's in yourself, then you still have a problem.
Right.
At the end of the day, your problem ain't my problem no more though.
Mm-mm.
If he
Free yourself
releases
like I
me,
did.
if he releases me from you,
Right.
okay, and the Lord will do that.
Yes.
And he will tell you, I don't need you.
Mm-mm.
And he will stop you. I have went to go pray for somebody and he cut the prayer off.
Mm.
Not
That-
today. Not
That
today.
happened to me in
When
the
he did it, I
restaurant.
was
The Lord
like,
told me to shut up.
right. I was like, ooh,
Like, whoa.
what? Like for real? Like no. But I'm gonna tell you why. Because at the end of the day, sometimes people have to deal with the bed that they have made.
Yes, so true.
And it's just like when he left the person to a reprobated mind, you feel like you know it. You feel like everything you doing is of God, and it's not, because it's far from it. You confused about whatever you got going on. So can't nobody touch you. When you in a reprobated state, we could try to pray a mile a minute to help you, and it ain't gonna go nowhere.
No.
Because that's something that only you and God can fix.
That's right.
It's because of your mindset at that current time. When you see yourself as higher than him,
or the curse,
that's it. When you see yourself as higher than him, and you put yourself in the same position as him, you got a whole problem.
Jesus.
Didn't
I'm
Satan
not gonna
find
put
that
myself
out?
in the same position as him, because at the end of the day, I can't say that if I was in Jesus' position, I would have went up on that cross.
Whoo, Jesus.
I can't say that I would have took the stripes that he took. I can't say that, because I would have been looking like, but hold on, wait a minute. I got to bear all of this. But some people that I know ain't gonna change. That I know don't want no change right now. I got to do this right now for them not to change for 30 and 40 years later. Right now, though, like that, I would have questioned everything. The Lord would have been tired of me, because I would have questioned it up to the last minute. But I ain't even gonna lie. So I can't sit here and say that I could have put myself in that position. That's why you never exalt yourself as high as him, because you can't fathom that position.
I probably would have walked the other way. We don't even got to have a conversation, Lord. I can't just walk the other way.
When it would have came time to be in the shackles,
I would have said, I would listen. I probably would have had a list at some, depending on what stage I was in my life. I would have said, okay, I'll do it for them, but what about these over here now? Okay,
right.
That's when they do this. And I'm not saying, and not to say that I've been perfect.
No,
people, far from it.
When you are a serial, I mean serial, like you repeatedly wounding people, and you like you repeatedly doing things.
Yes,
and you know that's what you're doing, and you don't care. You
that's
have no remorse, it's no condemnation if we in Christ. But there should be some conviction.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, I did some things that right in the middle of me doing it, I was like, dang, I can't even do it. I done said, listen, this is Coach Fee right now.
Right.
And I see something that make me mad on Facebook, and I'm like, oh.
Nope, just delete it.
And I get to the end of the paragraph, and it's like, delete it.
Delete it.
That's
That's
I
it.
Delete it. Yes.
Delete.
That's it. Not only that, when I was out in the world trying at that time, what we call the try, when you in your trying to live right stage, y'all remember that stage? Y'all remember that stage, right? Right, when you was in your trying to live right stage. Honey, I can remember one night, and I'm gonna be all the way transparent, y'all, for the folks up here. Okay, we ain't always. I ain't perfect now, far from it. But look, I went out with a guy. I was with my boo thing at that time. Honey, hotel room was right. Got in the room, got just as convicted, and went to speaking in tongues, standing at the edge of the bed.
He didn't know what to do.
No, because he looked at me and was like,
listen, I had the same thing happen.
Look,
we gotta have some conversations off camera. I had the same thing happen. We set up that, we bought food, took it to the room, ate a whole meal. And when that time came, I was like, I just can't do it. He was like, what? I said, I'm sorry, I can't do this. You owe me. I said, I don't owe you nothing. I owe God. I'm out of here.
Y'all a little bit more saved than me.
Look, I'm telling you, when I went to speaking in tongues, girl, I surprised myself.
Look, look, y'all a little bit more saved than me.
Holy
I
Spirit
get
was like,
convicted
"Not today."
afterwards. I get convicted
better cut it.
afterwards and be crying and stuff. I ain't even gonna lie.
I've done
No,
that
y'all a
too.
little bit more
But
saved.
when I listen, I've done that too. That's why I say I'm just grateful. And when I was out, I was still who I was.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because the gifts and the callings come without repentance.
That's it.
So I'm trying not to be who I was.
Right.
That's it.
I'm trying to be everything but hanging out with my little boo thing, drinking my little
whatever I wanted to drink. Right.
Coolers. I never did the smoking thing, but drinking my little coolers. I'm having a fun dropping my kids off at church. We going to Belle Isle or wherever. Let's go barbecue. I'm having myself a good old time.
Honey.
When I came to myself. So we gonna come to ourselves. We gonna have those moments.
Always.
But
yes.
at some point, we got to come to ourselves and stay ourselves.
That part.
And I'm just so grateful when I finally got to that place. Like I'm married 18 years with him for 20 whatever years. And now I'm back out here and I don't even think about that no more. Because when I said yes for real, because see, I gave a partial yes. Okay, God, I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do that part.
Right. Right.
Have surrender.
The first yes ain't always it.
Right.
But when I said, okay, I'm not saying no more, that's when I met Quint.
Come on now.
Right after I said, I'm not saying no more. And I tried to say no, and she wouldn't let me. Am I lying?
It's always that, but it's
like,
always that first yes.
You're gonna be fine. Just come on.
Look,
the thing I feared the most, being on, I'm like, I can't do that. I never. She was like, "Oh, girl, you'll be fine. Just come on."
Guaranteed.
I'm sitting
it's always the first yes. When you give that first yes, though, that's when everything really is.
Everything, right?
Like, wait a minute, hold on, and it don't come. Sometimes it don't come back to your recollection. My recollection didn't come back to 30 days later. I was like, wait a minute, did I really just do that? Like a whole month ago, I did that, didn't I? And when I came to myself, I said, "Ooh, wait." I did everything over after I said yes, for real. I went and I got redipped.
Me
I
too.
did all, that was that one time. You know how you do. Because you want everything to be new and you want it all to be right. You know what I'm saying? Or that's the glimpse that people give you from the church, right? And so then you go in there, you come out dipped, and you like, okay, all right, I'm ready to take everything. No, we're not ready to take everything on yet. Because that yes was not real.
Yeah.
But you still said it. So now you got to deal with all the repercussions behind the fake yes you gave.
But look, my yes for the day before my birthday last year was real.
That was so God.
When I say so real, and everything, and it's everything just been coming up against me, and I'm like, okay, God, but I still say yes. I still struggle with some stuff, but I still say yes.
No, Coach. That night was. I'm not gonna say it not horrible in a bad way. Night,
oh my God,
you had people sliding out the seat to the floor, going in on their face. You had this one over here. I thought she was gonna jump out the seat and go to shouting 500 times. Then you had T on the bottom. He came dressed in a whole suit, looking all
suit for my birthday. Yes.
I mean, it was everybody was in it, but then it's just like right before the end, it was just like the spirit just broke out and erupted. I went up and couldn't come down. And it was just like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. I need to get together. And I couldn't get together. I would try to go off camera, thought I had cut the camera off, camera still on. Everybody seeing me in the seat just going off. And I'm just like, okay, I can't pull myself out of it. But when it's real, you know that it's real.
Yes.
It's just like when the people in Acts, when they went up and they was in the upper room.
Yes.
It didn't get loud until they all started talking in tongues. Other than that, when the Holy Spirit came in, it came in like a wind, just and it was quite just and it was still. And then once the stillness fogged up the room, that's when everything erupted and went off. And that's how you know.
Fog, don't you really see the fog?
That's it.
I don't know if everybody see it, but I'm like,
that's it.
And it's thick. Like you can see it. It's like you feel like wipe it with your hand, but you really can't.
You can't
it's just
touch it.
Presence.
Right.
Like, wow.
And when you tell people about experiences like that, they like, I ain't never. Well, honey, I can't wait till you get that experience.
Right. When you have your own encounter.
That's
Lord Jesus.
Everybody encounters ain't the same, because I can remember my first one and I'll never forget it. It was just like it was yesterday. And when you had your first encounters, that's how it be.
It does.
When the Holy Spirit and the Lord really come down and sup with you for real.
Yes.
Man, that's a time and a moment that you will never forget.
Yes, Jesus.
And then when you get, and then when he elevates you, he elevates you and gives you another encounter that's worse than the first one that you had. And you're like, hold on, wait a minute. I have been drunk in the Holy Ghost. Where I was just like, when I came to, I was asking people where I was. Like, they were like, what?
Yeah, I told you. They picked me up and took me home. I woke up the next morning. I'm like, wait a minute, I was at church. What?
That's it.
It's a whole new day, honey. Go to sleep. Go back to sleep.
Honey, encounters like that.
It's an awesome experience.
The encounters like that, to me, it means so much on a personal note, because not only do it let you know that you was in his presence.
Yes.
But it was a privilege to be in his presence.
Yeah.
And at that time, that was just for you.
For me.
He did this just for me.
Right when you needed it.
That's it.
Because you was going through and your breakthrough was right there.
Just for me.
And if you would have gave up, you would have missed out.
Woo.
That's why when you going through and you at the peak of your breakdown, God is right there. He right there, and you like, look, I can't handle no. Don't have that mindset. It's like, Lord, I know you coming, because right now, all this that I'm going through, I'm about to hurt something up in here. So I know you right there. I'm about to get my breakthrough right now.
Hold on just a little while longer.
That's it.
I was sitting there talking. We was talking about earlier in the support group. Man, right now, I would love to be in a shut-in. A shut-in show you what you worth in the spirit.
They don't even have those no more.
But I'm telling you though, they don't have them no more. But I would love to be in one, because a shut-in show you what you really worth in the spirit. It really lets you know where you at. Even when you go into a prayer and tarrying service, honey, when you got the mother in your ear, come on, and they, and they praying it down with you.
Yes.
That's when you know that you know that you know.
Yes.
You got somebody else next to you that want to see you get the Holy Ghost.
Right.
Want to see the Lord come into your life. They want to see you get up and look like you just came out.
Yes.
You just came out the glory room. That's what they want for you. I miss that.
People too scared now.
Man,
they too scared now.
I want to do a virtual shut-in. I promise you I do.
I think I mentioned that one day. I told y'all, I said, I am not playing with y'all. We need a shut-in. And Quentin was like, okay, if I schedule it.
I want to do a virtual shut-in so bad.
Look, we could do it. If we could just plan it out, we could get it done. It's enough of us that we can have a virtual shut-in, strictly prayer and praise and worship, and just go for broke. It's enough of us.
That's it. Because I truly believe it's needed.
And I don't mean no sophisticated prayer. No. I mean the prayer where you get ugly for the Lord. You ain't worried about your wigs coming up. Right. You taking your wigs off your head, okay? Like it's too hot.
Night, you don't need makeup. You don't need no lashes. You don't need none of that.
None of it.
Come just like you are, bonnet and all. If that's what it got to be,
exactly.
And you just go in. Because I'm telling you, it is needed right now.
Yes.
It is very much so needed. I mean, I
Definitely
feel
need
like we need to do that, and we finna make it happen, y'all. Because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been talking about having a shut in for a long time.
Let's schedule it for August.
Okay,
We'll schedule it a weekend in August.
yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So y'all hear it. If y'all know what a shut in is, get ready. That's what it
We're gonna
is.
we're gonna set up a private group for it. It's not gonna
Yep,
be on Facebook. It's gonna be a private group. So those that want to be a part of it, just inbox me or Coco or Coach
yep.
B, and
And
let
we,
us
matter of
know.
fact, Coach, we set it up via Zoom.
Yep,
Yep.
that's fine.
Yep.
That's
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 fine.
good.
what we're
That'll
gonna
be
do.
perfect.
Set it up via Zoom. Register for the shut in, and come on in and let's get to work.
And Coach B, I'm gonna call you Saturday to get that other information because I have not had the chance.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So I'm telling y'all, this is a time where if you want something from the Lord, this is your time to get it.
The time.
This
And
is
if
your
you're
time to
talking
get it.
about being restored, like
Yeah,
you gotta let some stuff go.
that's
You
Yes.
it.
gotta lay before God and you gotta cry out. You know, some things the Bible truly says it comes out of the heart.
You muted, Coach.
Muted herself. Coach, you muted yourself.
Okay.
Here we go again.
Uh huh.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Now you
But
don't
I
have
can't
no
hear y'all.
video.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
The- You know, the devil is a liar and a defeated foe. I'm gonna say that
I
and then
know
I'll be
that's
back.
right.
But I mean,
Woo.
if y'all don't understand, for those of y'all don't know what a shut in is or a prayer interior service is, y'all
Hmm.
about to find out. I promise
Yes.
you. It's just it's gonna be a night of what I call intense prayer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna just tell you that I'm not gonna tell you that it's gonna be all cookies and cream because it's not.
Mm-mm.
It's a night where you come in, you come in and you're gonna be vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
and you just let it all go.
That's it. And
You
let
let
the
it all
Lord
go.
have his way.
That's it. And that's what we're gonna do. We're
Bring
gonna
your
set that up.
tissue because y'all gonna be snotting and
Now,
everything. Yeah.
you better bring that on a towel, either one,
Yes.
however you want to do it.
Yes.
You might even need to have a trash can close because
Right.
you know if you start upheaving, that's a good sign because that means you're
Exactly.
getting delivered.
That's it.
So yes, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
August, that would be good.
I'm excited. So
Mm-hmm.
it gotta
Yeah,
be
because then we'll have
after. It has
after
to be either
after
after or before
yep,
overseas thing.
after overseer's thing, and then we'll have 3 more months in the year, and we could schedule another one in December before the new year comes in.
Like yeah, because because you know watch night I'm gonna be on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot. October, November, December, so much going on.
Yes.
It's but I will say this. Um
Oh, did she
I
come?
just want y'all to have your own encounter,
Yes.
right? Um
Well, this
and
is crazy. As soon as I got back in, it keeps muting my mic. You guys can hear
and
me, but I can't hear you.
Your video
okay.
is
Yeah,
muted.
because your video ain't on either.
I'm just gonna listen from my phone.
Okay.
Okay. And I mean it's just one of those things where it's an encounter that you'll never forget
That's right.
if you really allow God to be God in your life that night.
Yes.
You know, I hope that you allow him to be God every day. But
That
that
part.
at that particular time, come and cast all your cares and leave your burdens there.
That's
That's
it.
what that is for.
Yes.
And leave refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
That is the whole goal for you to come and just drop it off
That's it.
and leave refreshed. Do not go back to pick it up.
That's right.
Leave it there
Yes.
and come out new. Come
Mm.
out just everything feeling renewed, refreshed, restored, just rejuvenated.
Yes.
Because I promise you, it's all of that in one.
That's it.
You gonna come out. You gonna might be feeling a little heavy afterwards, but I don't mean heavy in a bad way. I
Mm.
mean heavy like you just gonna be drained and you just gonna be like, "Ooh," you
Mm-hmm.
know, because it's a night of intense prayer.
But
And
if
I
you
just want people to
truly
be ready.
dropping your baggage, you
Yeah,
gonna come out feeling a little light
yeah,
because it's like a load just lifted off your shoulders. You had the weight of the world on your shoulders, but you turned it over. If you didn't pick it back up, then
right.
listen, you gonna be a whole new person when it's that time.
You are, you are right in the right vein when things like this happen. Stay in course because God is right, Coach. I
Yeah,
mean, I can't, like I said, I can't wait. We're going to give y'all some announcements right now for the
yeah.
things that are coming up, and
Hmm.
then we'll be back with y'all again on Monday night. So if Quint can't, I'll be up here with y'all Monday
Right.
night.
I'm trying to
Um,
think. I don't know if I gotta work or not, but
but
um,
we'll be so right now the announcements are on July the 14th.
yeah,
Y'all will have the opportunity to hear from the speakers of the prophetic conference for this year.
yes,
So you will have none other than Dr. K, Kimberly McWilliams herself, overseer. You will have Pastor Viviana the Cohen. You will have Elder Markeisha Johnson. You will
yeah,
have Prophetess Chandra Frazier,
yeah.
and you will have Apostle Anita Page.
Awesome.
On that night, all five of them, including us, will be on the screen. And honey, I hope I can keep myself together because I know it's gonna be something when
Yeah.
all of them get up here. Okay, just to talk to y'all about the Lord itself.
Hmm.
I have not came up with the theme of that night just yet, but we're gonna get up here to talk to y'all about the conference. All right, so y'all to get a little snippet
Yes.
of what y'all can get at the conference. So again, the conference is July the 30th,
Hmm.
6:30 p.m. Okay. The event page has already been made. Go and register. It is free. The only thing that costs is if you want a t-shirt made, you have to send me inbox your size so I can send you the shirt, and the shirts are 25.
Hmm.
So other than that, everything is free because I don't think we gonna make sure that we want everybody to hear the word that's going on that night. All right. We want y'all to come and experience the weight room experience so that
Hmm.
you can leave with results. Right. So that's what we want y'all to get. We are super excited about this year's conference. We also have none other than Overseers Conference herself, her empowerment summit that will be on August the 19th to the 21st. It is
Hmm.
also virtual. It is also free. So please go to her page and register for that. The
Hmm.
in person thing that she having is Empowerment Night. It is July the 23rd, and that is in Norfolk, Virginia. All right, I believe that starts at 7. Y'all will see me rotating the flyers as it gets closer to that time because I'll start rotating the flyers twice out of the week up until that day. All you got to do is when you go to the event page, it's going to say go to link. Click that link and it'll take you to the registration page so the link for the zone will be available in your email the night of the conference. Please register before 4 p.m. that day because after 4 p.m. the registration for the conference will be closed. All right. What else we got, Quinn?
My birthday celebration.
In November. All
You have a
right.
conference.
And it's the is that no? Is that the conference night? No, it's something different, right?
What?
Or is that the do you have a name thing?
You have a name conference. That's my birthday celebration.
Okay, so
That's
the you have
November.
a name conference is her birthday celebration. That is in November. I think we have a date. Hold on.
It's November 10th. We're gonna do it on November 10th.
All right, so November the 10th, y'all, 7 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, 7 p.m. All right. So make sure that y'all are up here with us. That is going to be right here via the stream yard, so y'all can come in. Hey, Mr. Gill, how are you?
Hey, Daddy.
So that it will be available that night.
Mm.
I think we got some other stuff coming up in between there, so we'll keep y'all posted because I gotta check dates. I don't want to give y'all wrong dates right now,
And
but I
we're
know
gonna
this weekend coming
for
up in
that,
September.
guys. We got some powerful people coming up again.
For the speakers that night.
Yes.
She
Yes.
got to name those off because I forgot them. So y'all charge it to me
Okay.
and have a
So
heart.
for that night, we have Coco Fenton.
Oh,
We have
okay.
Dr. K. We have Elder Makisha. We have Prophetess Chandra. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Y'all don't
Okay.
miss that.
All right, y'all. So
Yes.
look, y'all. Everything else that we have coming up in between, we will make sure that y'all know about closer to that time. So I know that we do have something in September. Um, I don't think we have anything scheduled for October just yet. But I know that we have something scheduled for September, but I got to check dates to give y'all the right date. And then we have November and December. Y'all know that is our. Oh, how can I forget? October is the podcast anniversary month. So
Right.
that'll be what, 2 years for us now?
Yes. 2 years.
So we will be having a anniversary celebration in October. But we'll give y'all the dates when it's closer to that time, and we'll let y'all know who's going to be speaking and all that good gushy stuff. All right.
And we're
Yes.
in October also. I would like to do our You Are Not My Competition conference. And it's going to be some
You want to do it as a conference or as a seminar?
a seminar. We'll do it as a seminar. So Coach Fee, avail yourself for that. We're gonna have Empress. She's gonna be a part of that. Coco is going to be a part
And
of that.
that's in October.
Yeah, we're gonna do it in October.
Okay, so we'll be giving y'all dates.
Yes,
And
we'll
we'll make a little private group for that because we had to chat about dates and all
yes,
that.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
we're gonna give y'all some dates because we got some stuff coming up. All right. I do not know if Fred and Bobby have. Well, Fred and Bobby have their regular show night, so be with Fred on Thursdays and I mean Wednesdays and Fridays.
Oh, he's Wednesday,
Um,
Fridays
and
now.
then Bobby is still on Tuesday nights because I don't know if she's gonna add another night yet. So right now Bobby is still on Tuesdays night. Watch the takeover at 7.
Hmm.
And Fred is Wednesdays and Fridays. Sometimes he's pre-recorded, sometimes he's live, and all of those are at 7 or 8 o'clock because I think he
Okay.
changed his time too. Yeah,
Okay. Awesome.
yeah, because they yeah, and I know she'll talk about that Tuesday. I believe. I believe she has a I believe there's a conference for that in October as well. But October's just gonna be a busy month. All
Right.
right. So we love it, we like it, we prepared and we ready to go.
That's
Right. So we just want to make sure that you guys have the dates of everything that we got going on, especially conferences and anything that you would have to register for. So the next few conferences, the ones after July, you will not have to register for. They'll be right here. If you have to register for them, we'll let y'all know. But
yes.
other than that, the reason why I want y'all to register for the one in July is because I'm going to send out thank you notes and cards and stuff for everybody that registers. So please register. It's important. There's a reason behind it. All
Hmm.
right. So I would really, really like for you guys to do that for me. I would like for us to have a packed Zoom screen on that night because it's virtual. Last year's conference was great.
Yes, it
We
was.
went 5 hours going in. So
Yes.
last year's conference was great. We did not give a time step for this year except for the time that it was going to start.
Hmm.
We don't know what time it's going to end because we're going to let God be God.
That's
All
it.
right. We want people to come in, get delivered and set free and rejuvenated and leave differently than how they showed up. All
Yes.
right. We got some really good stuff down the pipe for y'all. Still working on the retreat for next year so that you will have a whole year to get your funds together to come. And it's a lot going on. We got a couples retreat coming up. That's going to be next year as well, and I'll talk to y'all more about that in August sometime. And I think that that's what we're scheduling for September of next year because I wanted to round about right. So next year we will have the couples retreat. While we are at the retreat, come ready to talk because we're
Yes.
going to have fun, but we also going to get together. We're going to have some conversations. All right,
Conversation.
some conversates
Yes.
because you never know what other couples are dealing with, and if we have people that can help each other, that's what we do. All
Yes.
right, we just want healthy relationships, healthy couples, happy marriages, and all that good stuff.
That's right.
Right. So We want to see people have, and we're working on also working on a singles retreat because I was asked to do that. So I'm gonna make it happen for y'all. All right. That is gonna be a cruise though. So I need y'all to prepare. If you ain't got passports, you need to be passport ready. Okay. You know, I'll be up there, but y'all know I ain't single to mingle. All right. So, but I'm going because I'm gonna have fun with everybody. But yeah, that's gonna be a cruise, and we're gonna have fun. But it's gonna be set up, and it's gonna be strictly for the singles. We are setting that one up so nicely. Y'all got a lot of stuff coming, and some nice little um guests that are gonna come and sing for y'all and do a whole bunch of stuff. So I've talked to the cruise line, and they're gonna set it up real nice for y'all. But I will post that and let y'all know so y'all can start putting down your down payments and picking your rooms on the cruise. All right. So same thing with the couples retreat as well. I'm going to let y'all know. I posted the poll. So
I seen it.
the majority of the poll is what's going to win. All right. So whoever says if it's two, it's the cruise, vacation, or the mountain, whatever, we just go and have fun. That's what it's going to be. All right. So I'm looking forward to meeting y'all. If I have never met you in person, I'm looking forward to having fun with y'all and really, really, really being able to help some folks if that's what we have to do. Like I said, we want y'all to be whole. We deal with the total man and not just parts. All right. So I don't know if we got any more dates after that because we have not looked at, besides the retreats for next year, we have not started that calendar yet. All right. But other than that, if you guys want to be a guest on the show, inbox me or Quint. If you want to have us as a guest, same thing. Inbox me or Quint, and we can come on and we can talk and we can divulge. We love to share the word of the Lord and who He is in
Yes.
our lives. All right. So before we go, Coach cannot talk to y'all, or I think she can. She can speak, but she can. Y'all can't see her. So
Yes.
before we go, Coach, if you can unmute yourself for a second, I want you to tell the folks how to find you, and how they can get in touch with you and tell them what you do before we go. And then Quint is going to close us out for the night. So
Oh.
y'all already know my motto. I love y'all, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Live every day on purpose and make every day count, right? So, Coach, if you can hear me, unmute yourself for a second.
So
Tell the folks
y'all
how to
already know my
find
motto. I love y'all, and there's nothing that you can do about
you.
it. Live every day on purpose and make every day count, right?
So,
Turn your
Coach,
phone down, coach.
All right.
tell the folks
I
how to
really
find you.
enjoyed you guys. Thank you again for sharing your platform and your people with me. I listen, Coco is teaching me a few things. So I'm gonna have all this stuff together at some point. But you can find me on Facebook at Felicia Donald Coleman. You can also, and I have a professional and a regular page, same name on both. You can also go to our Sisters in Vocal Success page. We have a page. And if you're interested in joining our private group, you can do that as well. We have to invite you, so need to notify either Coco or myself, BB Chambers or Latanya
Gooding, Harris
Gooden
Gooding.
Harris.
Yes.
Any of us can invite you into the group. Um, I'm on all platforms, either as Felicia Donald Coleman or Coach Fee. But she's gonna get me all the way together so I can just pop a link in there and you guys can just go to all my stuff because I got a lot of stuff. But most of it is under Felicia Donald Coleman or Coach Fee. So
Yes.
that's pretty much it for me. And thank you again. I love you, ladies.
Love you too, Coach.
Love you
Oh,
too.
and I'm sorry. I don't know how I could forget about that. It is freshly new, you guys. So we did just start a support group that we have twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday, or actually 3 times a week. Tuesday and Thursday night, and also Sunday evenings at 5 p.m. It is called Prime Life Support. It is via Zoom. So all you got to do is go to the page and click it, register, and come on in the room. So we are there Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday evenings at 5. We have a good time. We talk with each other, we vent, we let it all go and relax, relate, release. All right. And we empower each other. So I love it so far. The Lord took me out of the comfort zone for that one, but it's good. All right. So that is a step up into the right direction. Quint, All right, she's gonna close us out, y'all.
Well, once again, I thank y'all for coming on, being with us, chilling with us, and prayerfully, I'll be back with y'all. We will be back with y'all on Monday if I'm at work. Coco will be back with y'all on Monday. But I love y'all. I really appreciate you all, and remember to stay living a restored life. Walk by faith. Don't focus on your circumstances and just trust God. He is the author and finisher of your faith. So trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. Love you. See you
Love y'all.
Monday.
And as Coach said, please go and read Colossians 2. I think you guys will get a lot from it. And it's a much needed chapter at this point. Hi, Marcinette. How are
Hi.
you? Nice to have you with us. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Please come back and like and share and
Yes.
comment and all that good stuff. We'll be back Monday night. Sometimes y'all we have a pop-up show here and there, so we don't know if we're gonna pop up. But
Right.
right now it'll be Monday night at 8. So we love y'all.
Who knows? We might pop up at on Saturday. We'll see what
Who
happens.
knows?
You never know.
Right.
Love
So
you
we
all.
love y'all. Have a great night. Enjoy your weekend. Please be safe. It
Yes.
is July the 4th. We have no idea what's going to pop off right
Right.
now, but we are speaking blessings, covering, and hedges of protection around
Yes. In
all of
Jesus'
you
name.
guys if you are going out. Okay. So just please be safe over the weekend. Cover yourself. If you feel like you don't need to go somewhere, don't go. All right.
That's
We
right.
love y'all. Stay safe. Yes. And click the bell for notifications.
Yes.
Yes, coach.
All
All
right.
right.